Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the Toon Review, where it is the Norwich City versus Newcastle United live commentary and watch along this afternoon with myself. Thank you very much for deciding to spend the afternoon with me, and hopefully we will celebrate 3 more points for the Toon Army. It's going to be very interesting, given the side that we've seen Eddie Howe has selected today. We'll come on to that in a second. We'll just go through some comments. We've had quite a few come in. We've had an $8.99 super chat way off the belt from J. Clough Jr. Thank you so much for that. Hi to the Toon Review family. Paul, looking forward to your commentary. Keep calm and drink Pepsi Max. Yeah, I've got a can here waiting and ready to go. Howie the Toon says the Driscolls. Julie says, good afternoon, all. Enjoy the unique alternative commentary. Keep it polite, respectful, and no all caps. And don't share spoilers of any kind. If Paul hasn't reacted, don't ruin it. Yeah. As usual, guys, with these watch-alongs, many people may be, if they are watching it through whatever service that may be, they may be ahead or they may be slightly behind. All I ask is that you just keep it civil and you don't spoil it for anyone else. Just wait till I've responded to it in the actual match and then go from there. That's the best way to do it, and that's the best way everybody will get some enjoyment out of the match this afternoon. Shane over in Australia, evening everyone. 3 points tonight and we could go 9th. Maxi and Bruno to turn on the style. Let's hope so. Let's hope so. And another $7.99 Australian dollars from Rowan. Thank you very much, Rowan. Very kind of you, my friend. Toonzer says, afternoon, Paul. Not sure what the crack is with the start 11. No Miggy, no striker, but in how we trust. So how are the lads? This could be interesting, says Roy. What time's kick-off, says Mark? Well, it's a normal old-fashioned 3 o'clock. Good afternoon, Paul. Everyone changed it up a bit today. Wonder who we're playing up because of the BBC. Yeah, it'd be interesting. Very interesting. Another £10 super chat from Ronald Turnbull. Well, it's a super sticker, in fact, so thank you very much for that, Ronald. Very kind. Tom's in the house. Yid says, yes, apparently it's Joe Linton. I don't see why he didn't just give Gale a go and rest Joe. Yeah, I find that a little bit strange. Look, we'll have a look at the starting lineup now, shall we? Because it's very, very interesting. We go with Dubravka, Emil Kraft, Jamal Lascelles returns as captain alongside Dan Byrne at centre-half. We've got left back is Matt Targett. He continues. Then we got a couple of changes within the midfield. We got Sean Longstaff and Joe Willock coming back into the side, which is very interesting. They'll come in with Bruno in the midfield. Then we've got Joe Willock. We've got Joe Linton, Jacob Murphy, and Alas and Maximin Mann. So who do you think is going to be up front today? Because, is it a free role for St. Maximin? Is it Jacob Murphy playing a false 9 or Joe Linton? That is the thing that we don't know yet. And, we won't know until the game kicks off. But it's an interesting lineup, I have to say that. And, there is goals in that team. There's no doubt about it. But, again, I'm not sure why Dwight Gale didn't get an opportunity today. I mean, if he's going to change it up like that, put a striker on the pitch. I'm a little bit disappointed, I have to say, with the starting lineup. But in Eddie Howe we trust. Who are we to judge? He's had a fantastic time as Newcastle manager at the moment. So let's just see how he gets on. The Norwich side, they go with Tim Krul in goal, Byram, Hanley, Zimmerman, and Giannoulis, or whoever that is. McLean and Norman in the middle. Helio, Dowell, Rashika, who is a dangerous player, and of course, Timo Pukki up front. I mean, you know, they do look a bit decent up front. Certainly, Rashika is a very, very decent player. He may get us today, but, you know, the way Emil Kraft's playing, people have struggled to get past Emil. So there you go. Very, very interesting lineups. Indeed. Alan, thanks for a £10 super chat, buddy. Afternoon, Paul, for the upcoming commentary and a promise of a tenner a goal for the lads. Wow. We'll go for that. Neil Roberts, thank you for your £4.49 super chat. He says, come on the Toon, give us a goal, Longstaff, and a couple for ASM. How are the lads? Indeed. Hopefully so. To be fair, I think the lineup we have, I think Joe Linton needs to be moved down to midfield and then Willock up top. I would probably say that. Yeah, I'd agree. Optimal Forages in the house. Oi, oi, Savaloy. Gary says, one thing for sure, it's definitely going to have Norwich scratching their heads formation-wise. Yeah, I mean, listen, Eddie Howe always does that, doesn't he? He always sort of mixes it up before these games, or he doesn't give anything away, certainly when it comes to team selections, when he's going through his press conference. He's very, very coy when it comes to doing that. And I'm sure that the Norwich lads have looked at that team lineup and thought, well, that's a very strange lineup considering to what we put out in midweek against Palace. There's no striker there. You know, where do we go? Peter Furbank, thank you for your £4.49 super chat. Long Tash better put in a shift today. We are all watching him. It's time to prove. Hopefully so. Listen, best of luck to them. You know, at the end of the day, we've got to support the lads that are out on that pitch. And Sean Longstaff is out there from the start of the day, and it's a big, big game for him. Jim says got the other changes, but didn't think J7 would be up front. Hope his new confidence gets him a goal or two. Well, we don't actually know whether he's going up front yet, Jim. That's going to be the interesting thing. I'm not sure why Miggy isn't playing either. That's confused me because what I would say is Miggy hasn't played a lot this season, has he? He hasn't really been in the starting 11 week in, week out. So fitness-wise, there shouldn't be an issue there at all, if we're honest. So I'm not sure why Miggy isn't starting, especially after his goal in midweek. His confidence will be sky high. But again, Eddie said yesterday he was going to make changes, and these are the changes he's making. We'll see how Joe Linton does today. I'm somewhat confident. I'm not sure. Danielle's in the house. Danielle, all hope you're well. 3 points today. Yeats says Billy up top, Alex and Paul on the wing, and Danielle in the midfield. Wouldn't that be interesting? DJ Floats, Darren, good afternoon, matey. 2-1 Newcastle. That's confidence. That's what we like to see. How are the lads? Good afternoon, Paul. I hope you're well, my man. Keith's in the house. Willow false 9. It could be. It could be. Barbara says, so looking forward to your crazy commentary again, Paul. Thank you. And of course, anybody that didn't see the earlier kickoff today, Arsenal beating Manchester United 3-1 at the Emirates in a very strange game. You know, Man United got a penalty. Ronaldo didn't take it. Bruno Fernandes did. The second best Bruno in the Premier League, it has to be said. And he scuffed it and missed it. He's... I don't understand that. They made him captain as well. And Ronaldo, for me, you know, Man United blew it there because they were on top in that game. And had they scored that penalty, they could have gone on to win that game. But a fantastic strike from Xhaka wins it 3-1 for Arsenal. So Man United certainly not looking like they're going to be in the top 4 this season. They've got way out of it now. Torres thinks Murphy might be up front. Well, that's an interesting shout. It could they could alternate it, couldn't they? You know, if he does play a front 3, they could alternate it. We could see different players at different times playing in that sort of attacking position. We don't know. It'd be very interesting to see. Good afternoon, Warren. Hope you're well. Jordan says, let's have a nice 3 points. Indeed. It's 11:30 p.m. over there in Australia. And again, the Australian fans putting it out there, staying up late to watch the lads. Hopefully they put on a performance for you guys. Nathan thinks probably Maxi up front and Big Joe on the left. Warren says, not too fussed if we don't get a result down at Norwich, as we're already safe. Can enjoy the rest of the season now without any pressure. It'd be nice to continue our good run and finish on a high. Indeed, I'd love to beat... I really want to beat Norwich today. I think it'll be a bit of a come down for us all if we lost to Carrow Road today. Demir, good afternoon. I think it will be another nervy first half, and we will prevail in the second half by 1 or 2 goals. And I just hope it's not one of those, you know, squeaky bum times again, guys. I really don't. I don't want that to happen today. I would love us to think that we can get a few goals today, you know, and just destroy Norwich. It would be nice. Listen, we're due to give someone an absolute scudding, aren't we? So today could be the day. And, you know, Hopefully, fingers crossed. Anyway, Michael says, how are the lads? Let's get the 9th today. Indeed, it would be fantastic. Hope we smack this lot, then the Scouse Geordies next week. Yeah. Liam says, Joe Linton hat-trick today, pending windmill outside Phoenix window. Wow. No, not from me. I've given up on the Phoenix window crap, to be honest. I'm not having it. Not having it. Phoenix window, everyone would be arrested, to be honest. And, maybe windmilling down the front street somewhere, but celebrating. I'm just smashing my house up here, by the way, as I just get the computer set in the right position to see the actual game. Just get the mic set. There we go. Oh, that's better. So there seems to be a lot of confidence anyway about today, and that's a great sign. Keith Deitz, thank you very much for your $10 super chat, as usual, my friend. Very, very kind. Paul, we need you out on the pitch slanging elbows. Listen, if it's going to be one of those rough and tumble games, I'd like to think that we've got the players to cope with it. Get stuck in from the off and, get some goals. That's what we need today, some goals, and kill them off early. Football Style says, big up Paul, very confused why Murphy is starting. Who the hell knows? It's very interesting to see his team lineup, but we have to trust in Eddie Howe. We can possibly question it if it doesn't go right today. We can question it later, of course. Andrew, good afternoon, mate. Hope Maxie gets a good goal today. Matty says, afternoon, Paul. I hope you're good. I'm watching out in Germany today. Come on, the Maggies. Thanks very much for joining us, Matty. Kendo says, that's not a Pepsi. That's a can of Coke. Yeah, it's a can of Coke. Bruce says, good afternoon, Paul, brother. Come on the Toon. Black and White Army, onwards and upwards. Hi, Paul. Fantastic day Wednesday. 3 more points today. Fingers crossed, my man. Fingers crossed. Massive thanks for Paul for advising me to watch Sinclair's stream. Oh, my God, Paul. I can't see this screen with laughing Dixon. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it was hilarious. Bless him. He's a quality guy, isn't he? Vincent says no Wood today. No, he's on the bench. I didn't think he would start anyway. I genuinely thought it would be Dwight Gale starting today. I genuinely thought that. I thought he would rest Wood. There wasn't an issue with that, but he hasn't included Wood. He hasn't included Gale in the start lineup, and I don't know why. Surely it would be a perfect opportunity to give him a run out. Afternoon, Paul. He's hoping the lads can deliver me a birthday present today. Happy birthday, Stu. Enjoy your day, mate, and hopefully the Mags will bring you 3 points as well, which would be absolutely delightful. Kunga Fox has missed their goals on the counter, so it's a big day for Willock and Maxi. Yeah, I just hope that Maxi has a great game today. Just goes at them from the start. If he's up for it, then, I can see Maxi doing really well today. But he's just got to get that finish there. I think once he scores, hopefully, he'll go from strength to strength. But we've said that for a long time now. Godfather says, hello, Paul. Very confident today. We should play with freedom. Yeah, I mean, the pressure's off us in a little bit, in a way, isn't it? We've got to go out there and play with the freedom that we've been given now that we're safe. Just go and enjoy themselves. And I'm sure that's what Eddie will say before the game. Just go out and enjoy yourselves. Have a good time. Knock the ball around. Play some good football and get a really good result. Aaron is surprised Kraft hasn't been replaced by Manquillo. Yeah, we did say that on the preview show last night. We all agreed that maybe Manquillo would start this game because of Emil Kraft was looking very, very tired against Palace, wasn't he? He'd run out of steam. He was cramping up very, very easily, and it was one of those things. But listen, footballers can recover very quickly. And listen, Emil's on a great run of form at the moment, and I'm sure that Eddie Howe would have wanted him to start again to keep that going. Well done to Kraft as well for keeping his place. Bradley Big Toe says it's nice to see Longstaff back in. Well, it will be as long as he performs, Brad. So again, we will have to wait and see on that one. Gale should be on instead of Murphy. Gavin says I'd have Willock as a false 9. I think I would as well. It don't work with ASM up front. We have no press at all. Yeah, listen, we've said that many times when Eddie's changed it a few times and he's brought on substitutions through the game, and then he's put ASM in this false 9 or up top just to give him a free role, if you like. But for me, that hasn't worked. I don't think Maxi suits that position. But again, time will tell. Happy birthday, cousin Stu Ray from Kate and Jonathan. Brian Brian says, we'll keep an eye on Watchalong whilst working. My customers will understand. Look forward to the one-liners, Paul. Well, I don't know what I'm coming out with today, but listen, it depends how the game goes, doesn't it? If it goes well, we can all be bouncing around, celebrating, being daft and that. But if it's not going well, I haven't felt the rage for a while, to be honest. So I don't think that'll come back. Unless we're absolutely terrible again, like Spurs. Kendo says, will be interesting to see what the formation is and who's up front. Rowan says, sure, the team will give their all. This is a well-trained team. Luke says, I'd rather have J7 up top than Chris Wood. So would I. I've been saying 3-1 all day, ASM and 2 with 2 and Joe Willock. I hope you're right, Matty. Afternoon, Keith. Dara says, strange looking side today. Let's hope we can keep the good run going. Tom, good afternoon to you. Pookie always seems to do well against us. Yeah, he scored a cracking equaliser at St James's Park as well. We've got to keep an eye on him, which is why Mr. Lascelles is back in today. So can he keep him at bay alongside Big Dan Byrne? Bruce says hopefully Gale will get a run out today. Paul, ADB says no striker. Is Gale so unappealing? Well, Eddie Howe has always said all along that Dwight Gale is the best finisher in training, and he's one of the top ones for it. So something's not quite right there, is it? Something is not right with Dwight Gale. But he just doesn't play him. He just doesn't. I trust Eddie and won't criticise him, but I think Gale deserves a chance. Ab says maybe from here on in, Howe will pick teams that allows him to assess the squad with an eye on the summer ins and outs. That's not a bad shout, actually, Abs. Yeah, you could be right on that one. Adam says maybe he knows Gale is going at the end of the season, so no point starting him. Hoping Lascelles and Longstaff can put in a shift today and show how much they have improved. Well, listen, we've said it a few times that players that have been left out for a while have come back into the side and have done a lot better. So for me, this is an opportunity now for the likes of Longstaff and Lascelles to say, right, we've been working really, really hard in training. This is the result of it. We're going from strength to strength and we're playing really well. So, let's just hope that everything is right. But time will tell. Peter says, thank you for another £4.49 super chat, buddy. Gale's super sub tactic, mark my words. Hope you're right. Come on and get a few goals. Kendo says, maybe taking a leaf out of the Bruce book and playing the infamous false 9. What was the infamous false 10 with Steve Bruce, wasn't it? That we never, ever, ever understood. That's a certainty. I would never understood what a false 10 is. Nick says, how are the lads? Much needed rest for many, and we still look decent. Eddie's magic wand works. 3-0 all day. Good confidence from you there, Neil. Ab says, Kendo and the Pep handbook. Shane says, funny how we're all saying we're not playing with a striker despite Joe Linton being signed as a striker. I know, it's strange that, isn't it? 1 minute he's £40 million striker coming in, but now he's a sort of midfield maestro, if you like, and performing really well. Tom says, who's Almiron? Yeah, in regards to what Wilf Zaha said on Wednesday night. Absolute Doyle. Good afternoon, George. He's hoping for a 3-pointer. How are the lads? Tiger Studio says J7 hat-trick. Yeah, I'm feeling it. Saving guys for Liverpool, possibly. But listen, they've got a week. They've got a week to Liverpool. So, I don't think they really need to rest anybody as such for that game. Shit team, in my opinion. Would rather have played this team next game. Oh, I'm not too sure. Listen, we've said, how many times have we seen some team lineups from Eddie Howe? And then all of a sudden, we've complained and thought, oh, we're going to get an absolute hammering today. And then we play really well and get something out of the game. That could be what happens today. And fingers crossed we do. Paul says, I think he will play St. Maximan in a free roll up top. By the way, we finished last game. Still say 2-0 to the Toon. Come on. Gareth says, good afternoon, Paul. Good afternoon to you, mate. Are we mathematically safe? Not yet, but can you really see anybody getting as many points as us? Because if you're saying we're not safe, then in that case, Crystal Palace aren't safe, Leicester City aren't safe, and nobody's talking about them as relegation fodder at all. So, yes, I do believe we're safe anyway. So, never feel confident when I see liability Lascelles in the team. Well, it's his opportunity, isn't it? It's his opportunity to show that while he's been out the team, he's started to learn. He's done something different in training. He's picking things up. Players that have been left out for a while in this squad this season have come back and done really well. Emil Kraft is probably the highlight one of that. I mean, I know Joe Linton's by far the most improved player this season, but, with regards to being out for a while and coming back in, yeah. Man United are so poo, hilarious penalty. Niall, who is a Man United fan, says, afternoon, Paul. Man United was so bad, mate. Yeah, I know, I watched them. They've got real problems, but a very, very good manager coming in the summer, Niall, in Den Haag, and he can really improve you guys. XFC Florida, thanks for the $10 super chat, bud. He is hoping the only club bringing me any joy these days takes care of business. Cannot wait to hear what comes out your mouth during the match. How are the lads? Thanks very much. Joe Linton playing in the front three today, says Adam. Looking forward to your commentary, Paul. Thank you, Keith. Hope Joe Linton's not up front. His shooting isn't good. I know it, but, I guess we're just going to have to wait and see. The TV, who will predict a lineup, but they don't know either. They don't know who's going to be up front and who's not for Newcastle United today. Quite frankly, we haven't got a clue until we kick off and see where everybody's playing. It could be Maxi up front 1 minute. Next minute, it could be Jacob Murphy. Could then swing round to Joe Linton. It's just one of those things that we don't know. But hey, I mean, God, we never know. I'm just going to knock the sound off my laptop here because I am certainly not getting done for copyright. Just load up the show and, yep, there we go. Ready to go. Lovely. It looks absolutely gorgeous weather down in Norwich today. Blue skies, the cathedral in the background there. So, yep, we've got a very, very interesting game ahead of us. And a big shout out to Dan Kane again. If you're watching, Dan, you know what I'm talking about. So big shout out to you, buddy. Luke says, did anybody see Have I Ever Interviewed? No, but I want to see it because it was Dan Burn and Ryan Fraser, wasn't it? And those two look like they've got an absolutely fantastic friendship going already. And of course, they've took the mickey out themselves when they've come on the pitch, haven't they? When they've played together, they've always stood next to each other, which had been really funny. Murphy played up front against Cambridge, didn't he? I believe so, yeah, and missed a few opportunities in that game. Why save players for Liverpool? We will get beat anyway. This game is the one to go for. Hey, you never know. You never know. Newcastle are a very, very strange side when it comes to playing the big boys. You just don't know how it's going to go. Michael Marsden, good afternoon to you. Hi, Paul. 3-1 Newcastle. I hope you're right, buddy. 3-1 will suit me down to the ground. I think I went 2-1 in my prediction last night on the review show, but hey-ho, you never know, do you? Very, very close to kick-off, 6 minutes away, guys. Darren says, surprise Gale not starting. He must be thinking, how do I get a game? But while Steady keeps getting the points, he could play Lascelles up front, and I wouldn't complain. Well, maybe. Yeah, I don't think he'd ever... Well, actually, I thought he was going to do that a few weeks ago, didn't we, when he brought Lascelles on? But Dark by Design going 2-0. NUSC 1891 going for a 2-1 win. There's a lot of confidence amongst the Newcastle fans, but the TV's just showing the Norwich fans there, and they're all sitting there with smiles on their faces. And I asked Alex this on the preview show last night, and said about the Norwich fans. The way their team is operated, or the club is operated. Getting promoted one season, relegated the next, promoted the next, and yeah, they get to celebrate promotions on a sort of regular basis every other year. But would you really want to go up and down like that? I mean, it's a strange scenario. But listen, Norwich are what they are. They're a very well-run club, aren't they? But yeah. Rowan says, I feel we are due a nice, convincing win. Mark says, afternoon, Paul, missed your commentary. You haven't, mate. Or missed your commentary in previous games. Yeah, probably that's what he means. AJ says, hi, Paul. I think Eddie has one eye on the Liverpool game, resting 4 players. He could be deciding who stays in the summer with his selection. Yeah, we've had a few comments saying that, AJ, that, maybe Eddie is looking at next season. He's looking at the team. He's looking at the squad, and maybe he's giving a few players a game out. But I think he's, by the looks of things, he's already convinced himself that Dwight Gale is going, because if that was the case, he would have played today. Newcastle coming out the dressing room here, lining up in the tunnel, getting ready for this game, and Grant Hanley just saying hello to a few of his old muckers, of course, that he used to play with. Tim Krul giving Dubravka a nice hug there. You've got to love Tim Krul, haven't you? But I hope he has an absolute stinker today, an absolute stinker. Raymond says we need Joe Linton's presence in the box. Yes. Joe Linton, Maxi Willock, Bruno, Magic up front. Christopher says if you extrapolate the points we've won under how across the whole season we'd be up with Man United. Makes it really exciting to see how much further we can go, considering how far we've come. Oh, it's a big summer, mate. It's a big summer, no doubt about that. We've got 3-0 Newcastle from Alan. We've got 6-0 from Basil. Bruno hat-trick, Maxi Byrne and target. As the players come out of the tunnel to rapturous applause. Newcastle playing in the black and gold kit today. I really like that kit, actually. I haven't got it myself because you know how I feel about Castoria kits and their fitting. Dan and Sarah, good afternoon. Say, go 3-0 Toon win. Got a feeling here. High from the Midlands, but Newcastle through and through from Dan and Sarah. 1042 here in Shiga, Japan, says Optimal Forager. Magpies destroy canaries. It's a biological fact. It is a biological fact, but another biological fact is we haven't done very well down here in recent times. It seems to be a ground where we just don't seem to be able to pick up many good results, but we will see. There's a smoke bombs gone off all over the place. Eddie Howe just having a chat with the Norwich manager there, just having a bit of a hug and a conversation. It's all smiles at the minute between Dean Smith and Eddie Howe. Let's see if it's like that at the end of the game. So the team lineups again, just if you haven't heard them. Norwich start with Tim Krul in goal. Then we have a back four of Byram, Hanley, Zimmerman, and Ginelus. That's the back four for them. Greek international is Gimulis. Then we got a two with Kenny McLean and Matthias Norman. Then we've got a three of Kieran Dowell, Pierre Lise Melou, and Rashika. And then, of course, the lone striker for Norwich City today is, of course, Timo Pukki. Some decent players on the bench. Nothing really stands out. I mean, Ben Gibson's had an awful season at centre-half for them, so he's on the bench. Billy Gilmore hasn't really set the world alight on loan from Chelsea this season like he was going to do. So he's on the bench as well. Brandon Williams, of course. But Newcastle United line up Dubravka, Emil Kraft, Jamal Lascelles, Dan Byrne, Matt Targett. Of course, that's the back four. Now, let's see what formation. They've got us going 4-3-3. So Sean Longstaff, Bruno, and Willock, the three in the middle. So obviously that leaves Murphy, St. Maximan, and of course, Big Joe. At the minute, they've got St. Maximan playing as the striker with Jacob Murphy on the right and Joe Linton on the left. So it's interesting. Now, the bench, obviously Chris Wood is there, Almiron's there, Dwight Gale's there, Shelby's there, Shah's there. Cher, sorry, I keep getting that muddled up. But listen, I've said it for a long time now, that, you know, next season will be the season where we have a fantastic bench. We'll make improvements to the squad. And some of these that are regular starting lineup players this season will possibly be on the bench next season. So we'll see. Darren says, my 3-year-old little girl is watching you, Paul, giggling away at you saying, hope Tim Krul has a stinker. Yeah, just cover at ears sometimes if I start to get out of hand. How are the lads, says Danielle. Ian says, strong from the bench. Yeah, we've definitely got a bit of a stronger bench. No doubt about that. It's without a doubt a stronger bench. So Newcastle have the huddle. And a very smoky Carrow Road at the moment, guys, it has to be said. But it'll be Norwich to start the game. Timo Pukki will get the game underway. Howie, lads, let's just make sure we get something out of this game. Very, very important. I'm starting the clock at 20 seconds, guys, because this clock on this system and this software is a bit slow, so it'll catch up eventually. So don't worry about that. As they all take the knee to applause around Carrow Road. And I'm just ready to hit the start button to get the timer going. There we go. We are underway at Carrow Road in the Premier League. Here we go, guys. Here we go. And immediately goes out for a throw-in half with, what kind of hair has that? A man bun of really disappointing, well, it looks ridiculous. It looks like he's got some kind of bull's penis sticking off the top of his head. Terrible. It's back with Tim Krul anyway now, and he gives it into the midfield as Norwich try and create something very early doors. He's been closed down very well by Joe Willock. And we're pressing very early on here by the looks of things. And that's obviously a tactic that Eddie Howe wants to imply straight away in this game. Close them down. Don't let them have any football. Or don't let them come at us very hard. Keep them at bay. And just step up when we need to, as Jamal Lascelles has done there. But he's passed it straight to a Norwich City player. As Rashica goes back now. Here come Norwich. Joe Linton looks to be the one to me to be up front, guys. If I'm honest, he's the one in the middle position at the minute. So it looks like Big Joe. And why not? As Norwich come down the left-hand side here, there's an opportunity with Rashica here. He pulls it back, and there is Matt Targett coming right across his own area to clear the ball. Way ahead of the two fullbacks, the two centre-backs there. Very strange, but hey-ho. Luton 1, Blackpool 1, a full-time result, says Bruno. Interesting. Blackpool, of course, pushing again. Luton are having a tremendous season in the Championship, so well done to them. But Norwich certainly having the most of the ball in the first 2 minutes of this game. Maybe trying to break us down very early, but again, as we've seen it many times, we're pushing them back here, guys, and you know they're not really being able to break us down early doors, looking for the killer pass, but we seem to be stepping up very well. But we're going to have to do that. You know, the full game. I'd like to see us get a bit more of the ball. I mean, I know there's only 2 minutes gone, but, you know, come on. Let's get this ball here. Ball played over the top again. Dan Burn is covering. And Powell wins a throw-in for Norwich. Good defending again by Dan Burn coming across. Looks like a very warm day in Norwich today. Opportunity here to cross the ball, but he doesn't. He flicks it back. That's a good interception from Bruno, and he plays a safe ball out to Willock. Now we've got a bit of the ball. Maxi wants it on the left-hand side. Willock's telling him to bust a gut and move forward. Here is Maxi now. Puts his hands out looking for the support. He gets it from Willock. Willock back out to St. Maximin. He's got the run from Targett. Maxi stumbles on the ball, but wins it back very well. He slid in to win it back to Bruno. Plays it across to Longstaff. Longstaff out to Kraft on the right-hand side, who plays a simple ball back to Longstaff. And again, Norwich now pressing us. Bruno, he doesn't really want to turn backwards, but he's got to. Little ball back to the captain, Jamal Lascelles, who just settles things down again and goes back to Martin Dubravka. So not much action really in the first few minutes of the game, guys. It's I think both teams just feeling each other out at the minute. Here's Bruno. Lovely little ball to Dan Burn under pressure from the Norwich midfield there. Burn plays a left-footed pass out to Matt Targett. Targett just slows it down a bit. Maxi then into Joe Willock. Nice little 1-2s going on here from Newcastle, it has to be said. Here's Willock. Looks like Big Joe up top, says Billy Trey. Yep, I think you're right, buddy. It certainly looks that way. Here's Maxi. Trying again. There was no need to take on two men there. He could have played that back to Bruno or Willock, and he's tried to dribble two men, and he's set Norwich away on the attack. Man bun for Norwich. Just plays it inside, and they slow it down. They could have been on a break there. Poor touch from Maxi. That's where he's got to learn, because, you know, that's where people kind of go at him for, because he tries to dribble when there's no reason to. There was no reason to try and go through two Norwich men there. Just lay it off to Bruno or Willock and keep the attack going. Norwich have a throw in deep in the Newcastle half here. It's going to be Byram to take it for the Canaries. Back to Byram. Plays it inside. Just looking for somebody to make a run. The ball comes. That's going way out for a goal kick. I'm confident Kraft will just see that out, and indeed he does. As the Norwich City man bun, as I'm going to refer to him throughout this game, cannot get to that ball. Man City have taken the lead very early doors against Watford. Gabriel Jesus with the goal. So they continue to put the pressure. Well, they're each putting the pressure on each other, aren't they, Liverpool and City? Rowan says, see Willock gesturing at Maxi, get moving. Yeah, he was. But for some reason, Maxi's then sort of holding his hands out. Long goal kick from Dubravka. Joe Linton and Hanley battling for the ball, and Hanley came out the winner with that one. Lascelles, that's a poor header back. And luckily, Dubravka was off his line like a coyote to clear that one, but a very poor header from Lascelles. No power on it at all. And Norwich could have been in there. We need to be careful. Anyway, it's out to the right-hand side now with Emil Kraft. He plays a ball down the right-hand side looking for Joe Linton. Joe Linton does well and wins the throw-in. He did very, very well there. But that could have put us under serious pressure. Again, two simple mistakes. One from Maxi, then one from Lascelles, and it puts us in real trouble. It's so annoying. Anyway, we've got to throw. Emil Kraft's going to go long here. He's going to use them go-go gadget arms of his, the Swedish Cafu. You'd probably be looking for Dan Burn here, like we tend to do when we go for these kind of throw-ins. Dan Burn at the near post, indeed it is, but the throw-in is nowhere near long enough to reach Dan Burn. I don't really see the point in doing that, guys. If you're going to aim for Dan Burn, then hit him. You're going to need his size. Don't do that. Crazy. You're going to use somebody at Dan Burn's size, then use it. You know what I mean? You've got to use it. Here is Sean Longstaff for the Toon. Plays it left. Matt Target now for Newcastle. He plays it inside to Bruno. Bruno can spy a good run beat. Oh, what a ball from Bruno. Murphy! Oh! What a chance. A brilliant ball from Bruno. In fact, world-class ball from Bruno. It has to be said. He's onside, clearly onside, and he should have scored. He should have scored, and I think he knows he should have scored. Not sure whether he knew whether he was putting that in the corner or whether he's trying to knock it back across the big jaw. Damn it. Scrub my eyes with nuns, knickers. That was a big, big opportunity. And we should be 1-1. We should be 1-0. Ah, bloody Nora. Anyway, we move on. Tim Krul will take the goal kick for Norwich. Should be 1-0. I just hope we don't live to regret that miss from Murphy. And Murphy tends to do that a lot. Norwich have a free kick. It is fouled by Sean Longstaff. And they take a quick free kick. So Norwich have it in their half. Grant Hanley just sort of pointing where he wants players to run, but he eventually goes back to Tim Krul. What a ball, by the way, from Bruno Gomes. Absolute world-class ball. But I think, Lee says unlucky by Jacob there. He should have tested the keeper. He should, but I think he was kind of in two minds. Was he playing the ball across to Joe Linton, or was he trying to just pop the ball in the back of the net? Who knows? Guys, please do remember to just not comment if you're ahead of me of the game. Don't put any comments on until you've heard it in commentary. Then we can all talk about it. And Norwich coming down the right-hand side. He's tried to loft it over to Dubravka. What a miss that is. Both teams with some big opportunities in the first 10 minutes of this game. That was a lovely ball played over the top. He got in behind Matty Target, which doesn't happen very often, but the finish was dreadful. Absolute horse poo that was. Just floated around. You can see what he's trying to do. Just lift it over to Dubravka, but he put way too much on it, and it sails out into the Canary crowd. So two big opportunities in the first 9 minutes of this game, it has to be said. And, it could be easily 1-1 now. Joe Linton jumps. Hanley wins the header again. He's had a good start of the game. Grant Hanley's won every battle that he's had to do with Joe Linton. But that may change. That may change as the game goes on. Just come in, somebody tell me who's up front. It's actually Joe Linton who's playing up front today, mate. Guys, please don't ask for links on the match. We're not allowed to put them in the comments anyway. So please do not put any links or ask for links. We're not allowed. Anyway, we move on. Newcastle have the ball with Kraft. He plays a ball towards Joe Willock, but it's intercepted. Norwich seem very, very quick to the ball so far. They're starting to... they are sprinting around, winning 50-50 tackles. We've just got to get a foothold in this game. I think had we scored there, we probably would have really got a foothold straight in the game. It would have knocked Norwich's confidence. But man bun for Norwich has just miscontrolled it, and it's gone out for a throw-in to Newcastle United, which Emil Kraft will take again on the right-hand side, deep inside his own half. We need to get rid of this ball very, very quickly. And again, Kraft's putting his arms out saying, who's in support? This frustrates me about Newcastle United. It really does frustrate me because you can't, you know, the movement from throw-ins is very poor, and that needs to improve dramatically next year. Jamal Lascelles control as if he had a big brick on his foot there, but he manages to get the ball up the line. Here's Joe Linton. That is not a good ball for Joe Willock. He'd have to be some sort of super sprinter to get to that, but it's with Tim Krul now. Plays it out wide. Good closing down very well by Sean Longstaff. Bruno gets right in front of the Norwich midfielder there and wins a throw in for Newcastle. He's so good at doing that, isn't he? Just forcing his way onto the ball, and there you go. He gets brought down. Yep, just too quick. Just too quick. So Matt Targett's come across to take this. This is going to be a ball into the box for Newcastle United. And the big guys have gone up. Lascelles is up there. Dan Burn is up there. Let's see what we can do with the free kick. Matt Targett lofts it in. Dan Burn is under it, but it doesn't go to anybody. Well, that's not going to go out for a throw-in or a goal kick. He's sold Willock a dummy there. Norwich get it. Oh, that's an awful ball. But Murphy's control he's done really well there. Jacob Murphy, absolutely fantastic. Creates an opportunity for Newcastle here now. Joe Willock about 20 yards out now. Oh, it's rubbish. Terrible pass from Willock straight to the Norwich defenders. But Emil Kraft does well. Plays it down the line looking for Longstaff. Trying to win the ball, but he's pushed off it rather easily, I have to say. And Norwich bring it away. Long ball out to the left-hand side. Great interception from Emil Kraft. Here's Bruno now across to Willock. Newcastle beginning to get a foothold in the game here. Here's Maxi on the left-hand side. He looks up. There's nobody in the box apart from Joe Linton. Plays it left to Willock. Willock now with his head up will roll it back to Maxi. Maxi's head up. Plays a terrible cross. I mean, that was a grass cutter. I mean, how is anyone supposed to get the head on that? Hanley again battles well with Joe Linton. Emil Kraft heads it on. It's a bit of head tennis going on here. Dan Burn just lets it roll to Lascelles. Lascelles plays it calmly out to Emil Kraft. Kraft into Jacob Murphy. Murphy now back to Emil Kraft. We're being forced backwards here. This is going to end up, I think, going back to Dubravka. Indeed, it does. Lascelles rolls it back to the Newcastle goalkeeper, who simply plays it straight back to Jamal Lascelles, who took too long there and put us under pressure. And Longstaff loses the ball. Norwich now coming forward. He's got inside Emil Kraft, left-hand side of the box. The cross comes in and hits Kraft and goes for a throw-in. We need to improve here. We're making stupid little mistakes in very strange areas of the pitch. And, you know, it's annoying me already. And we're only 13 minutes into the game here. And Manbun now will take the throw-in for Norwich City on the left-hand side. That's a nice ball, and he's going to whip the ball across, but Dan Burn is there to flick it away. It comes out to Maxi. Maxi tries to take it down first time, doesn't, and he's conceded. Is it a goal kick? I'm not sure. I mean, Maxi's got to be careful there, guys. He tried to bring the ball down. Norwich are looking for a penalty. That is just never in a million years a penalty. He didn't even touch him. He felt an arm on his arm, and he goes down as if he's been shot. Disgraceful, the way the players fall to the pitch these days. But it's certainly not anything to worry about. It's not a penalty. It's not a free kick. It's a goal kick to Newcastle. But again, silly mistake by St. Maximin trying to bring the ball down, and his first touch is as much use as a chocolate fire guard, and Norwich have an opportunity to get the ball. Anyway, Dubravka pumps it long up the pitch for Newcastle. It's won by Joe Linton, but again, Norwich first into these balls so far. We do look a tad nervy early doors, I have to say. Some of the touches and things like that. A little bit nervy. Great tackle by Bruno again. Honestly, this guy, that's a nasty tackle on Emil Kraft. By Lee's Moo, or whatever his name is. Kraft's back on his feet, though. Brilliant tackle by Bruno, and Lee's Moo was not happy with that. And, oh, that's a nasty one. Now, for me, VAR should be looking at that because that was over the ball. That was knee-high and scraped down the front of his shin. How is that not looked at by VAR? Dangerous tackle, in my opinion, but what the hell do I know? Over 700 watching at the minute, guys. Fantastic stuff. Please do hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Do me a big favour with that. And don't forget, 6 p.m. tonight, we have the match review with me, Danielle, Alex, and Billy. So don't forget that that's on about an hour after the game finishes. Here's Murphy with a cross into the box and it's played away. And the Toon have a corner. Good defending. But we did look threatening there. We broke through. And that's the first time we've really done that in the first half so far. Big guys up again. Longstaff's having a conversation with St. Maximin. Bruno making his way into the box. Chewing his chewing gum like he's chewing a leather strap. Matt Targett's going to play this in on an in-swinger. See, corners like this, we should be winning these corners with the size advantage we've got. And it comes by Matt Targett. Again, it's back post. Lascelles is there, pulls it across. It's cleared by Norwich. Lascelles did well there to pull that back on the left foot. It was slightly overhit the corner, but hey, that was an opportunity. Lascelles pulled it back, but unfortunately, it was cleared. But we have a throw in now as Matt Targett sprints across the pitch to take the throw in on the other side of the pitch now. So Matt Targett with the throw in. Again, the movement looks very, very non-existent here. But he's got it to Maxi. Maxi fancies a hit, but he takes it on instead. Lays it off to Emil Kraft. Kraft now. Back inside to Maxi. He's got a bit of space. Outside him is Sean Longstaff on the right. Plays a lovely... No, he doesn't play a lovely ball. It's intercepted. But he's got it back. He plays it to Kraft. Kraft ball into the box. Headed away again by Norwich. Joe Linton's got to be a bit stronger there, but here come Norwich, and he's got round Dan Burn. This is a great opportunity here. Pookie is in on goal. Pookie for Norwich. He's round to Bravka, but we've got back somehow, but the shot comes over the bar. My goodness me. Slap me in the face with a trout. That is unbelievable. Great break from Norwich City, and they play it out to Timo Pukki. Dubravka's out, to be fair, in a shot, but he gets round to Dubravka, but he's got about 6 Newcastle players back, and then it's over the bar. An absolute terrible finish. Had Pukki gone down there, he probably would have won a penalty, because Dubravka went with his feet. I'm not sure why he went with his feet, but he did. He then pulls it back. It's Dowell just on past the 6-yard area, and he slices it over the bar. What an opportunity for Norwich. But we were badly caught out there, and that's a warning. Now, here's Willock for Newcastle. He's lost the ball. We haven't got going here, guys. Absolutely not yet. Anyway, Emil Kraft now. Just slowing the player down. Bruno. He just knocks it into Dan Burn. Dan Burn out wide to Matt Targett. We need to improve here. Willock almost lost the ball there, just trying to control it. It's with Dan Burn now. Plays it out to Jamal Lascelles on the other side. Emil Kraft plays it down the line to Murphy, Joe Linton, who's in an awful lot of space. Down the line to Murphy. Murphy holds the ball up well on the line, but then loses it, but wins it back. Good fighting from Jacob Murphy there to keep the ball. Kraft, now Longstaff. That's better fighting from Newcastle to win the ball. Maxi, lovely little dummy. Maxi still going. He's got a man outside him. Give him it! He doesn't give him it. He's still going. He's down by the byline now. He's got no help from anybody. He claims that his shirt was pulled and the ball rolls out of play. And again, the frustration that comes with Alan St. Maximin is there for all to see. Wow. Never mind. It was a brilliant little nutmeg he gave on the Norwich player, because the Norwich player came running in really quickly, flicked it through his legs. But again, no finished article. Anyway, we're winning the ball back now. We're starting to, compete, which is nice. He's Dan Burn for Newcastle. He's got Matt Targett on the left, halfway through the Norwich half now. Plays a simple ball into Bruno. Bruno flicks it to Joe Linton. Joe Linton now back to Dan Burn, who plays it straight back to Joe Linton. Bit of space here for Bruno to work with. Out to Sean Longstaff. He's got Emil Kraft on the right-hand side in a lot of space here. Kraft now plays a lovely ball into Jacob Murphy, who's now in the box. He's got support from Longstaff. Longstaff, the ball in was hideous. And again, opportunity put a good cross in. It's absolutely sodden hideous. And now Norwich have won a throw in, so a break and play, guys. You know what it is? We've got opportunities to put the ball into the box here, and the crossing today has been, well, as much use as dead grass, to be honest. It's absolutely awful. Anyway, Norwich are just pinging it around the back four at the minute. There's nothing really going on in the game. We've got, 20 and a half minutes gone. Still 0-0 at Carrow Road. Oh, that's a terrible pass. He's just kicked it straight out of play. Totally misjudged that. And here come Newcastle again. Awful pass from Joe Linton. A hospital ball for Joe Willock. And they look as if they've just had words there. Adam says, feel weird saying this, but we're missing Shelvey doing his quarterback thing. I agree. Here come Norwich with Pookie down the left-hand side. He's got Lascelles in front of him. Pookie makes him turn. Sorry, Lascelles makes him turn, but he's played a lovely ball out to the right-hand side. St. Maximin comes back to help out Matt Target. Played back into the middle. And that's going to be Dubravka's. No, well, it's going to roll out for a goal kick. No threatens there. We are cool as a cucumber in the bottom of the fridge, guys. No threat at all from Norwich there. Dean Smith looks a little bit angry with his players. But the game goes on. But so far, it's been one of them frustrating games, I think. It's been really frustrating. You know, 1 minute we seem like we've got a foothold in the game. We start to attack, and then some of the crossing and the deliveries into the box have been poor. But how long have we said that now? That, you know, we've said about Chris Wood getting no service. Well, Joe Linton's not getting any again today so far, but we're very early on in the game. Jason Tyndall looks like he's about to rip someone's face off. I certainly wouldn't want to mess with him. He's a big bloke. Long ball now to Joe Linton. He plays a nice first touch to Sean Longstaff. Longstaff wins the throw in. Seemed to go down quicker than a Dutch hooker there, but he gets a throw in anyway. Somebody move for him. There's no movement again for a throw in. Joe Linton, nice little knockback to Sean Longstaff. He goes back to Lascelles. And Lascelles, of course, goes back to Martin Dubravka. No surprise there. Anyway, now Lascelles' long ball up towards Joe Linton. Joe Linton doesn't look like he's running. I'm not sure Joe Linton's 100% fit, me, guys. I've said this for a while now. He doesn't look 100% fit. I mean, that ball came over the top there, and he was just gently jogging. He should be busting a gut to get after that. Great work from Kraft again, but Norwich put another extra man on him. But Dan Burn intercepts the Norwich break. They're looking to try and run the channels on us here, Norwich. And they've had a bit of joy with it so far, it has to be said. Pookie causing trouble, but Willock is in. Murphy's in there, but we lose the ball again. Pookie's gone down. Somebody shot him in the crowd. Ball played down the right-hand side now. Matt Target is not there, but Maxi's back defending. Just clear it, Maxi. That'll do you. That'll do you. Throw into Norwich. Dylan says, I think it was a bit silly putting Joe Linton back up front. I do as well. Look, he hasn't played there for so bloody long now. As Norman's down right by the touchline. I'm not sure why he's there. Just trying to see what happened here. I'm not sure anything happened there. He seemed to grab his ankle. But, like, he's... Just get off the pitch at bell end. Honestly, he's right on the touchline. I'm not sure there's anything went on there. I don't know whether he twisted his ankle or what. I don't know. But the problem is, that's nice. Here come Norwich. Lees Moose. I don't know what his name is. I'm just going to call him Lees Moose. Ball over the top again. That's a brilliant ball. Oof. And I tell you what, Rashika, almost on the end of that. Brilliant ball played over the top. And, it did beat everybody there. Here's Murphy now for Newcastle. Just slowing it down a little bit. Pressed hard by the Norwich players. Here's Dan Burn. Sean Longstaff. He's lost the ball again. Honestly, man, what's going on? Cross comes in again looking for Pookie, but Dan Burn is there. Pookie continues to run and win the ball, but that's good tackling by Joe Willock. Brilliant from Joe Willock. He gets past two Norwich players and breaks for Newcastle. Then plays it out left for Maximin. It's a hideous pass and goes for a goal kick. Wash my eyes out with hydrochloric fucking acid. Honestly, brilliant from Willock. Brilliant to get away. And then he plays an absolute garbage ball to St. Maximin, who's in acres of space. All he needs to do is play it out wide to him and he's in. I mean, Longstaff on the other side. What is he doing? He falls over, claiming he's been found. The referee just says, hey, play on, no worries about it. Go for it. Oh, that's a bad giveaway. Joe Linton now for Newcastle. Midway in the Norwich half. Bruno to Willock to Bruno. Bruno will go wide to Matt Targett. He's got support from St. Maximan. Targett makes the overlap and run. Brilliant little ball down from... Matt Targett tried to take the player on, but he's won a corner. I wasn't sure what Matt Targett was going to do there, but instead he faked the cross and then played the ball past the defender, but unfortunately it deflected off him for a corner. Sean Longstaff's holding his right arm. I'm not sure whether he's got an injury to his elbow. Jacob Murphy getting a nice reception from the Norwich fans as he goes over to take the corner, and he applauds them back. Nice touch from the Norwich City fans there. Of course, he didn't leave in any malice or anything like that. He left when they went down and he came to Newcastle. Corner is going to be taken by Jacob Murphy. Near post, flick on! Oh, how did that not go in? How did that not go in the net? Dan Burns flick on. It looked as if it was going to nestle in the top corner, and it went inches wide. Oh. Suffocate me with a sweaty sock. Honestly, that could have been 1-0. This game could be 2-2 by now. Oh. Brilliant, brilliant header by Dan Burn. But I think he was trying to flick it on more so than nodded in the net. But there you go. Didn't Jamal Lewis also come from Norwich? He did indeed. But of course, it hasn't worked out as well as Jamal Lewis would have wanted it to. That's a certainty. But hopefully that'll get Newcastle some confidence now because, we haven't been... I wouldn't say it's been a great game of football, this, to be honest. It's very hit and miss. There's been some awful mistakes. Absolutely dreadful mistakes, to be honest. Norwich have it in their half. Again, good pressing from Bruno. But he just stands off him. More so concentrating on the defending. Manchester City 2, Watford 1 now at the Etihad. Kamara scoring for Watford, so it's 2-1. Is there a bit of nerves jangling there in the Man City camp? They'll probably end up winning about 6 or 7-1, but never mind. Eddie Howe just has a swish of water as I'm going to have a swish of Pepsi Max. It looks a warm day. It's certainly a warm day under these sodden studio lights. I know that much. Anyway, throw it to Newcastle deep inside our own half here. Kraft throws it up the line. Nobody seems to get a flick on, but Norwich have it back. Great tackle again from Emil Kraft. Great defending. Willock wins the ball back. He's done that really well in this first half. Now Maxi. He's got Willock inside him. Maxi wins the throw in for Newcastle. Norwich not very happy. I think it took a couple of deflections before it went out of play there. Guys, if you are enjoying the show, don't please forget to hit that like button to let me know you're enjoying the commentary today. And if you're new to the channel and you like what you see, please do hit that subscribe button and the notification bell, which will tell you when we go live or upload a video. And if you want to donate to the channel today, you can. Super Chat is available. If you hit the $ at the bottom of the live comments, that will take you through that way. Thank you in advance for that. And thank you to the people that have already done that so kindly today. Anyway, another throw in for Newcastle United here. Midway through the Norwich half, it's going to be Emil Kraft to take. And again, no sudden movement. But Willock does really well there. He's had a good first half, Willock. Apart from he loses the ball again. He's done that a couple of times. The ball over the top for Pukki is too hard. And once again, that just drifts into the big arms of Martin Dubravka. Pukki, had that ball been decent, he was cleaning on goal again. And we've got to be aware of that. Because they're obviously the target in that area over the top. And it's worked a couple of times for them in this first half so far, but they haven't managed to punish us with that yet. As, the other way around, we've put a few good balls over the top, and we haven't been able to do it. Bruno being pinned back a little bit there, but he manages to get the ball to Martin Dubravka. And he would play it out left to Matty Target, takes it on his chest. And then Norwich City come in and win the ball for a throw-in. Dow being a bit of a knobhead there, not giving the ball back to Matty Target. Now, settle it down again, playing it out at the back. Jamal Lascelles for Newcastle. Well, I'm not so sure. He goes long. He's looking for Maxi, and Maxi commits the foul. That it is frustrating. There's no doubt about it. We play these, we can be very frustrating to watch sometimes, and I think this is the case today. Anyway, it's a a free kick to Norwich. It's difficult to judge this game because we've made some changes, and some of the changes, I mean, Sean Longstaff, he's been a bit iffy. I think Joe Willock's done all right. Joe Willock's done okay. He's lost the ball a couple of times, which is disappointing. And that's where he needs to improve his game a little bit for me in this game today. Tim Krul will take the free kick for Norwich City. Of course, big left foot of his. Jamal Lascelles. What are you doing? Jacob Murphy tries to play. What are we doing here? Lascelles ducked out the way of a header. Jacob Murphy then volleys the ball straight back towards our own goal. I mean, that's kamikaze football from Newcastle. Yeah, please stop asking for links for the football. We're not allowed to give them. I don't know how many times we have to say it, guys. We cannot give links out for the football match. So please don't ask. Long ball down the left-hand side for Norwich, but that's going to trickle out for a goal kick. So a bit of a break in play. Stop mucking around, lad, says Rowan. It's very sloppy. It is very sloppy. That's a good way to sum it up. Oh, there's Delia, look. Where are you? Where are you? I can't tell. Our face is looking a bit wrinkled these days. I can't tell whether she's happy or sad, to be honest. It feels like Willock has lapses in his concentration. That certainly seems what it, there's a couple of times he's made some brilliant interceptions and turns and got away from the Norwich players, and then all of a sudden he then gives the ball away or loses it. He just needs to settle. Yeah, the ball's with Martin Doobs. Just over 33 minutes gone at Carrow Road. We are still 0-0. Certainly the best chance of the game for me has fallen to, for us anyway, Jacob Murphy, in which he put it wide. There was a header from Dan Burn from a corner in which he was looking to flick it on, but actually nearly went in the far post. For Norwich, Dowell had a wonderful chance just outside the 6-yard box and he ballooned it over after Pookie was sent in. Joe Willock chasing down again. He's done that well in the first half. But Norwich now with the left-hand side, they've got, plays it in, looking for Pookie again. Dan Burn deals with that quite comfortably. Edward prediction for the game. Well, I went 2-1 to Newcastle, so that's still on at the minute. But there hasn't really been any interesting opportunities. But here is Maxi, turns it inside now to Sean Longstaff. Longstaff left-footed, plays an absolutely. Jacob Murphy's got to run 5 yards behind him to get the ball, but we're still on the attack. Here's Willock. He's got support from Bruno. He finds Bruno. Bruno turns. He's got, that's a good ball to Dan Burn. Dan Burn will then spray it out wide to Matty Target. Target now. He's got a run from Joe Linton, but he plays it back to Sean Longstaff. Longstaff into Bruno. Bruno is going to give it back to Longstaff. Longstaff cuts back inside. Gives it back to Dan Burn. Burn is now just chips it across to Lascelles. That was very calm play by Dan Burn. I thought he was going to go back the goalkeeper there, and he didn't. Long ball by Longstaff, searching out Jacob Murphy. It is Murphy's feet. Oh, lovely back heel by Murphy to Emil Kraft. Then back into Murphy. Fantastic football from Newcastle. Oh, Maxi passed it. And it's going to be Joe Linton. Oh, my God, what a goal. What a smash from Joe Linton. And Newcastle United lead 1-0 at Carrow Road. Suck on that. What a goal from Big Joe Linton. I didn't think anyone was going to get to the ball there, but they did. Brilliant work from Jacob Murphy, I have to say. The back heel to Kraft. Kraft then a little touch back to Murphy. He cuts back. He pulls it back to Maxi. Maxi, I thought, too far. But Joe Linton comes onto it first time, wraps his right foot around it, and it soars into the top corner like an onion into a bag. What a finish from Big Joe. And the Toon are 1-0 up, guys. 1-0 to Newcastle United. And it is Big Joe. No doubt that there's nothing for VAR to look at, guys. It's a goal. It doesn't matter. Oh, what a belting shot that was. Oh, VAR looking for a possible offside now. Oh, it's tight. No, he's not. He's not offside there. No way. I don't think he is anyway. It's tight, but I don't think he's offside. No way. Nah, he's just on. He's just on, in my opinion, guys. Just on. He's onside. The goal will count. Newcastle lead 1-0. Joe Linton. He's Brazilian. He only cost 40 million. I'm not sure what the Norwich defender was doing there, but Maxi's pass was absolutely awful. But hey, it doesn't matter. Joe Linton wraps his foot around the goal, and Newcastle will lead. Right, VAR's already said onside. It's a goal. Of course it's a goal. Bloody hell, man. Honestly, there's no need for VAR to take so long. I could see looking at my naked eye there he was onside, clearly. What a thumping goal from Big Joe that is. What a thumping goal. It was like a bullet off that right foot. A bullet! Wash my face in a bull's arse, guys. We are 1-0 up. Do we deserve it? I don't know. It's been one of those hitty-missy games, but who cares? Who gives a monkey's arse? Now it's going to be very interesting to see how Norwich come at us because, you know, they're not the best team in the world when they go 1-0 down. They'll come out at us, which will give us opportunities to get in. Certainly the likes of Maxi and Big Joe. But what a strike. What a strike. Stick that in your pipe and smoke it, Delia, baby. 38 minutes on the clock. 1-0. Now we need to see this out till half-time. You know, not give anything away. Keep the concentration. And, you know, let's go in 1-0 up. Long ball by Matt Targett. The Norwich player took a little bump in the face there, but they break away. Maxi's all over him. That's going to be yellow cards for Maxi. Blatantly obvious. I mean, he took one for the team there. Norwich were threatening to break away, and Maxi brings him down and takes the yellow card. But I don't think you'll mind that. He was trying to break away. I mean, to be fair, that Moo face or whatever his name is, he went down very, very easy for Norwich there. Strange angle. He come back onto it and just curled it in. What a finish, indeed. I mean, listen, we nearly screwed that up. It was brilliant work from Jacob Murphy. A lovely little back heel. And then a lovely touch from Kraft back into his path. Murphy did really well. You know, knocked the ball into Maxi. Maxi then went to play it to Sean Longstaff. And then all of a sudden, Longstaff, it was a terrible pass. The Norwich defender came in to try and clear it. He missed it completely. And then Big Joe wraps his big 20-foot shoe around it, and it just flew in the net. What a finish that was. Dan Kane, what's the words to the Joe Linton song? He's Brazilian. He only cost 40 million, and we think he's fucking brilliant. It's Joe Linton. George T, thanks for the £5 super chat with the comments. Toon. Really appreciate that, mate. Norwich running out of play. We now have a throw in. Let's put the foot on the throat, says Malcolm. Indeed, let's go for it. Let's get a few goals today. Let's get a confident victory. Matt Targett's played that ball a little bit too hard for Emil Kraft, but hey-ho, he's onto it in a flash. And now it's with Jamal Lascelles. We just need to keep the concentration now till half-time, not let Norwich get back into the game and, you know, come out for the second half and bury them. Bury the Tweety Pies. Oh, what a ball from Bruno! And it's Murphy! He screwed it up, but Joe Linton scores again! It's 2-0! And the Geordie Nation goes wild in the corner of Carrow Road. Newcastle United are 2-0 up again, and it was brilliant from Bruno Gomes with a wonderful ball through. It looked like, well, Willock or Murphy was going to get it. Murphy screwed it up, but who's there? It's Joe Linton again, sprinting in on the left-hand side, and he tucks it in. What is it with Jacob Murphy on one-on-ones, man? He's just terrible. Terrible. Grant Hanley got there, but it deflected across goal. Joe Linton sprinting it at 1,000,000 miles an hour, and there he is again with his size 20 just to tuck it home. Big Joe has 2. It's a brace for the Brazilian ace. What a ball by Bruno as well, guys. Absolutely superb ball from Bruno. It has to be said, cut the Norwich defence open like a knife through Lurpak butter. And there was Joe Linton. Never gave up on it. He probably knew Murphy was going to screw it up, to be honest. But then again, there you go. And Newcastle United now lead by 2-0 at Carrow Road, which is just a joyous, joyous occasion. XFC Florida, thanks for the $2, matey. At Danielle, Big Joe, indeed. But what a ball by Bruno, guys. He just side opened the Norwich defence completely. Absolute brilliance. Brilliance. And Joe Linton, well, he ain't gone to pot in the box today. That's a certainty. We were talking about this before the game, actually, if you remember. There was a few comments in, why is Joe Linton up front? He goes to pot in the box. Not today, guys. I mean, yes, he scored a tap-in, but he's also scored a worldie. But Norwich have won a free kick here. Hopefully hold out till half-time with a 2-0. A 1-0 lead would have been fantastic, but 2-0. Asienta, baby. But we've got some defending to do here. It's a free kick to Norwich. Midway through the Newcastle half on the left-hand side. Just keep the concentration here. Just flew over the top there, but Norwich have it on the other side now. Looking to get a cross in. Target, that looks like Emil Kraft. That ball played into the penalty area. Dan Burn again is commanding as he always is. Norwich with a bit of pressure on here, and they get a corner. So they're putting a bit of pressure on now towards the end of the first half. Hopefully we can hang on to this, guys. We need to hang on. So, Joe Linton, 45 minutes as a striker and has got 2 goals. Interesting. But we need to hold out here. Corner to Norwich. This is dangerous. This is very, very dangerous. Over 900 watching, guys. Please do smash the like button and subscribe if you're new. Corner comes in. It's headed away. Players going down all over. That should be Dubravka's ball. And I love the way, Big Dan Burn just knocked Pookie out of the way there and let Dubravka have a free catch of the ball. Ian says 10 minutes earlier, Paul saying Joe doesn't look fit. Yeah, I did, because they played the ball over the top and he sort of dwindled after it, and I thought he was injured. George says this could cost me a lot today, but who cares? A hat-trick for J7. Thanks for another £5, George. Really kind. And here's Joe Linton. He seems to have moved to the left-hand side now. He's got Matt Target. This is a big opportunity again. And comes out a Longstaff. What an awful finish. Put a python in my belly button. Terrible finish. Terrible. All he had to do was side that into the net and he's ballooned it. I mean, that nearly went over the bloody stand. Awful from Longstaff, but that should have been 3-0. That should be game over. Right there, should have been game over. But listen, great football again from Newcastle United. Great combination work from Matt Target and Joe Linton. And we nearly got a third goal. Let's see some more of this. That's an awful kick from Tim Krul. It goes out for a throw into Newcastle. Emil Kraft with a little smile on his face, just told to slow things down. Martin says, had to put my membership on hold for a bit, Paul. Going through a tough time, Martin. No problem, Martin. Listen, I understand the situation in the world today. Don't worry about that, Martin. Don't worry at all, mate. Your subscription still means the world. It's don't worry. Here's Maxi, midway through the Newcastle half, spinning and dancing, and it seems he's got James Brown on again today. Ow! Joe Linton into St. Maximan. Back to Joe Linton. Joe Linton inside to Longstaff. Longstaff back to Joe Linton. Good football again from Newcastle. Joe Linton seems to be just on another level today now. Those goals will have done him the world of good, guys. Jacob Murphy into Willock. Willock, a lovely touch off to Kraft. Kraft sends the ball in the box. There's nobody there. And a little header back to Tim Krul. We've got 2 minutes of additional time at the end of the first half. Tyson, thanks for the $9.99 super chat. He comments, thanks, Paul. Come on the Toon. Indeed, come on the Toon. Norwich trying to get a goal back here through Timo Pukki, but Dan Burns sticks to him like glue. Like one of those hot glue guns, just sprinkling it on him. You're going nowhere, son. Norwich definitely trying to get back into this now. Desperate for a goal before the end of the first half. Played it out to the left-hand side. Ian Hawkins, thank you very much for your £5 super chat. Most kind, my friend. Great commentary. Keep up the good work. Hoping for a Joe hat-trick. He deserves it. It'll be absolutely amazing if Joe Linton gets a hat-trick. Absolutely incredible. And you know what? We could end up going to Phoenix window, guys. We really could. Here's Maxi sprinting across. Hanley's trying to stay with him. But Maxi fancies a run. He's going to lose the ball, though, and then gives the free kick away. Oh, my God. Get up. You pathetic, pathetic little man. Maxi's gone to play the ball out. The referee's blown his whistle, but Maxi's gone to play the ball out wide, and it's hit the Norwich player. I mean, it was a little floaty pass. It wasn't even hit with any venom, right? It was a free kick, and then Maxi's gone to play it out wide, and it's hit him in the face, and he's gone down rolling around the floor. That's the most pathetic thing you're ever going to see in your life, guys. But it's half-time, and Newcastle United are on top in this game. 2 goals from Joe Linton have put Newcastle in complete control of this football match, leading by 2-0. It really, what can you say about Joe Linton? I mean, this guy, and even I said it earlier on in the first half, I said that, he looks to me like he's not fit, that he's struggling a little bit with an injury, but my God, he's come to fruition in the last 10 minutes of that first half. I'm astounded. I'm absolutely astounded by this performance. First 25 minutes of this game were rotten. It's fair to say. Both teams making mistakes. Both teams missed some really, really decent chances, it has to be said. But then, last 10 minutes of that first half, we came back and we blew them out the water. First of all, a goal from, brilliant work from Jacob Murphy on the right-hand side. Lovely little back heel, which nutmegged the Norwich defender. Kraft then rolls it back into Murphy. Murphy cuts in, rolls it to Maximan. Maximan tries to get it to Longstaff. It's a terrible pass. The Norwich player makes a right faff of it. It then comes to Big Joe, and he absolutely smashed it home. And then the second goal, Bruno on the midway through the Norwich area, plays it through, beautiful, cut the Norwich defence wide open. Murphy was through on, it could have been Willock or Murphy went for it. I'd have preferred it to have been Willock because we know what Murphy's like on one-on-ones. He faffs it up, but if the ball rolls out to Big Joe, and of course he's not going to miss from 2 yards out like that. Brilliant, brilliant goals. And I am over the bloody moon. Keith Longworth, thank you for your $17.99 super chat, matey. Love your commentary, Paul. Thank you very much. Over 900 watching in this first half. It's absolutely incredible. Just hope you're enjoying this match as much as me. I am going to take a little bit of a break now. I will be back very shortly. But hopefully, you'll be back to join me for the second half of this live watch along. But until then, guys, I'll see you very, very soon. Welcome back, guys. Thank you for staying with us just while we have that little break for half time. We have £20 from Alan Super Chat. Thank you so much. 2 goals, a tenner a goal. I made that 20 quid. So for Paul, how are the lads? Thank you so much, Alan. Really kind of you, buddy. And we've got Mohsen out there in Saudi Arabia. Thank you for the 100 Riyal or Riyadh, I think. Thank you very much anyway. Very, very kind of you. Now, do we see in the second half a Big Joe hat-trick? Because if we do, that will be absolutely outstanding. And he deserves it, you know. And I did say halfway through that first half when that, you know, one of the balls was played over the top for him, I thought, oh my God, he looks like he's struggling, but maybe he was just lost track of the ball. Because from then on, he's just grown and grown into this game. And funny enough, the 2 goals have actually come from him being on the left-hand side. The first goal, beautifully wrapped his foot around it. Nobody was going to stop that. And outstanding. And the second goal, he was there for any rebound that came out, and he was right to do so because he came out at 100 mile an hour, and he was there just to tap the ball home. And you know, what can you say? Absolutely brilliant. And I am over the moon for Big Joe because his improvement this season has been nothing short of absolutely sensational. It really has. TRZ says already going to the championship, lad. No point in saying Norwich are getting sent to the championship. Listen, I've got nothing against Norwich City, and I never have. You know, but it's pretty much confirmed. I think all the Norwich fans know that anyway. Darren says, doesn't seem 5 minutes ago when we drew the must-win game against Norwich and Clark was sent off. We were about to go 22 points clear of them now. How incredible is that? I know it just hasn't sunk in. I mean, it literally is absolutely unbelievable. And credit to the lads and credit to Eddie. When Eddie took over, we were 19th in the league, and as it stands, we are now 9th. What a genius. I know, we're standing in 9th place at the minute, guys. Willock played well first half. He did. He had his moments, I must admit. You know, he lost the ball a couple of times. Just his concentration just lapsed a couple of times. There was once he did brilliantly in our own half, got past 2 Norwich players, broke away. It was a straightforward ball out to the left for Maxi, and unfortunately, he overhit it. We could have been on the break there. I would have preferred it being him than Murphy going on through on that one-on-one. I mean, it doesn't matter now because we got a goal from it, but you know what I mean. Murphy seems to freeze in them one-on-one situations. He really does. But hey-ho, I mean, we just have to just celebrate the fact that Big Joe was there to tap the ball in the net. It was superb. And I'm over the moon. Nigel says, in just a few months, we've gone from 19th and no hope to 9th and buzzing. It's just incredible. Khaled says, 9th place now. Indeed, we are. But listen, there's another 45 minutes to go. We know that, you know, the last few games in the second half, we've looked a bit iffy and tired. I know he's made changes today, so that shouldn't really happen. We need to just... Norwich, I expect, or certainly I think Dean Smith will expect Norwich to come out really hard at us in the second half, really try and get a goal back very early doors and play their way back into the game. So we have to be aware of that. We have to make sure that we don't allow that to happen and that we make sure that, you know, there's absolutely no opportunity for Norwich City to get anything from this game. We need to close it out, hopefully get a third goal. We had an opportunity to get a third goal with Sean Longstaff towards the end of the first half, and it was a terrible finish. I mean, he ballooned it over the bar. In fact, he had a chance to take a touch and then just drill it in the net, but he tried it first time and it ballooned over the bar. This is not a miracle. It's more than that. How is a wizard? Yeah, he is. He's a wizard. If Eddie doesn't get manager of the year, it will be criminal. Danielle's buzzing. I'm sure she's looking forward to the review show tonight. Don't forget, guys, tonight at 6 p.m., live match reaction with myself, Billy, Danielle, and Statman Alex as we look back at the game. So that will be 6 o'clock tonight. So about an hour after the game finishes, we'll be back on with the review. So hopefully there'll be a lot of happy customers there ready to go for that one. Maxi's got a big smile on his face. Newcastle already out for the second half. Norwich just coming out now. It's all happy things for Newcastle. Let's hope we can continue this. Julie says we have a team now. We're united, without a doubt, Julie. Well said. We are united, and it's absolutely fantastic to watch. Norwich being applauded back onto the pitch now, so the fans haven't given up on them. Matthew says a Joe Linton hat-trick would top off his season so well. It would. It would. And listen, he's got to be favourite to get it. You know, if we keep attacking like we did the last 10 minutes of that first half, I think we drilled Norwich into the ground. And let's just hope we can do that again. Maxie's going to kick us off for the second half, guys. So we're ready to go again. Thank you, everybody, for your super chat so far. If you'd like to donate to the channel, please do hit that $ at the bottom of the live comments, and that'll take you through to a payment method. I really do appreciate everybody's kindness so far today. You've absolutely blown my mind again. And if you are new to the channel and you like what you see, please do subscribe, hit that notification bell, and you will get to know when we upload or we go live. And of course, stick a thumbs up on the video on the show so it tells YouTube that something good is happening on this channel. So thank you in advance. No changes for the second half, guys. No subs for either side. The second half is underway now. And so far, very little has gone on. And I forgot to start the clock. So let me just get that clock started off there. I'll just do it at, we'll start it off at, 46? I think just so I'm a little bit ahead on my clock. Just watching Maxie put the ball on the centre spot before kickoff is entertaining, says Dan. Yeah. Lascelles heads it away. We just need to stay resolute, stay disciplined to start this second half off and give nothing away. Toon Man, thank you very much for your £10 super chat, my friend. Very kind. Keep calm, lads, is the words from Toon Man. Yeah, that's all we've got to do. Keep calm, stay disciplined, and we'll be there. Not like you, Paul. I love you, Jules. 3-2, come on, you Greens, says Mr. Skadoodle. I'm not sure what he's talking about there. The Mags have got Norwich singing like canaries. At the moment, crying like canaries. There's no doubt about that. Especially if we can grab a third. We'll play the long ball into the box now. Lascelles and Byrne going for the same ball. Norwich trying to break out, but Matt Targett has done very, very well there. But unfortunately, the ball goes nowhere, and it's back in the arms of Tim Krul. What's your views on stealing Big Brazilian from Villa? Big Brazilian from Villa? Or Coutinho? Maybe. Maxie's got to be careful here, by the way, guys. He's just given another free kick away there on Grant Hanley. Of course, he's been booked, so he's got to be careful here. Going in too hard because, we know what these referees are like. Norwich now trying to break down, trying to cut through the middle, but they eventually go out to the right-hand side. Joe Linton is definitely started this half on the left. There's no doubt about that. It's a terrible ball from the Norwich perspective, and it's gone all the way back to Dubravka. And, of course, he'll just slow the pace down as he should. He's got a smile on his face at the minute, Martin Dubravka. Let's hope that that's still there at the end of the game. Toonblock says, any subs, mate? No, none at all for the start of the second half. I didn't expect any from Newcastle. Maybe Norwich would have changed it up a little bit, but nothing from them either. Here's Sean Longstaff now. Plays it out wide to Dan Byrne. He goes long. Maxie's playing through the middle now, and he's chasing down he's chasing Zimmerman down, but Zimmerman clips the ball forward. Longstaff comes into Dan Byrne comes right up the pitch to win that back. And it's back with Tim Krul again. This is what we want, though. This is what we want to start the second half. Oh, Bruno! Goal! Goal! It's Bruno Grimalage! And it's 3-0 Newcastle. What on earth happened there? Because I took my eye off the screen for 1 second, and then suddenly Bruno has it, and it's awful defending. Is it a Tim Krul mistake? I'm not sure what happened here. Oh, Tim Krul just passes it straight to Bruno, and Bruno just delightfully clips it over him like just the skill of Bruno. He just clips it over Tim Krul into the back of the net, and Newcastle United are 3-0 up. Thank you, Tim Krul, for the assist. Surely that's game over. What a finish. Look how Bruno, he just clips it over Tim Krul. The deft touch, as if he has cotton wool on his feet, just chips it into the back of the net. And Newcastle United are leading now by 3-0. So there you have it. I'm not sure what Tim Krul was doing there, but he'll always be a Geordie in our eyes. And he's given it straight to Bruno. But what a finish. What a finish. Cotton wool on his feet, just gently chips it over him and into the net. And Norwich are giving the ball away all over the place here. He is Maxi now. Beautiful ball into Murphy. Willock, sorry, but he lost it. Oh, they've lost it again. Maxi! Oh, what a shot. And Tim Krul just has to... That was a wonderful shot by Maxi and beaten away by Tim Krul. Norwich are all over the place. Oh, my dear God. They are giving the ball away every time they get it. What a hit that was by Maxi. Much better. But Tim Krul stuck his big pipes up and blocked it. But Newcastle United they're all over Norwich here. Norwich, I don't know what the hell they've come out and done in the second half, but they've just absolutely gone to pieces, guys. Long ball across. Joe Linton, 100 mile an hour, chasing it down. He doesn't get there. Norwich now need a goal desperately. Oh, that was a late tackle. But the referee has played advantage, and then he stops it. It's a free kick to Norwich, about 40, well, I'd say 30 yards out. George, thanks for another £5 super chat. Bruno, can't wait for match of the day after return from Sunderland. Yeah, I know you're Sunderland. Oh, yes, I think you're going to a show or something, aren't you? Bruno's asking questions as to why I'm not. Did he get booked there? I think Bruno got booked there. I'm not 100% sure. There's nothing come up confirmation on the screen. But this is This is a real chance for Norwich. But 3-0 down, their hearts must be sunk like the Titanic right now, guys. There's no doubt about that. They've hit the iceberg well and truly. Well, Tim Krul certainly did. Bruno did get booked, so he'll have to be careful for the rest of the match now. But Norwich have a free kick. Like I say, about 25, 30 yards out. It's a good free kick. What a save by Dubravka down to his left. Threw himself through the air and palmed it away. Norwich now trying to come back at us, but that's a long ball that's just going to drift out of play. Brilliant save by Martin Dubravka there. And it had to be because I think that was going in. Just seeing the replay now. Yep, he did well to get there. I think it was a comfortable save in the end, but there you go. So Newcastle now have a throw in. 53 minutes, 52 and a bit minutes gone, 53, whatever it be. And Newcastle did what they had to do at the start of this half, got another goal, and hopefully it's put Norwich City to bed. But Norwich won't give up. I mean, it'd be hideous if they did, really, for their home support. Maxi again, dingling and dangling and winning a throw in. He could have played the ball through there to Willock or Murphy, but he decided again to take a man on. But that's Maxi, isn't it? That's Maxi. Kraft to Bruno. Bruno again finding that bit of space, but the ball is a poor one. It doesn't find Joe Willock. It's gone straight to a Norwich player. Jamal Lascelles underneath this one, heads it away. John Joe, thanks for your £1.79 super chat, mate. He says it's the Brazilian show. Come on, the Samba Toon. Exactly. We've gone from the French Toon, remember, under Pardew, and now it's the Brazilian Toon. It's incredible. Newcastle again playing some lovely one-touch football. Nice play between Joe Linton and Matt Targett, and it hits Joe Linton and goes for a goal kick. Joe Linton complains, but I could see from here that was a goal kick all day long. But really, Norwich City, I mean, here's just seeing the shot from Maxi again. It was just too close to Tim Krul, and he managed to palm it away. It was a belting shot, but I think either side of Tim Krul, and that was 4-0. That was a much better shot from Maxi, which, of course, we've been saying has been an issue for a long time now with Maxi, but there you go. Tim Krul with a goal kick for Newcastle. for Norwich, I should say. Again, nobody really getting on the end of that for Norwich City, and it's with Jamal Lascelles now. Plays the ball down the line, looking for the run of Joe Willock, who's done a lot of running today, I have to say. He's really put the effort in. Sort of gives that illusion sometimes that he's not really with it, but then he'll do something just outstanding. Kicky Main says, how have we played, mate? Well, from around the 35-minute mark, we've been outstanding. But, you know, It is what it is. You know, it was a bit of a dull match in the first 20, 25, 30 minutes, but then we get the goal and we've just been awesome since. Sean Longstaff is so slow, man. He really is. I mean, you know, that big cruise liner that was in the time the other week, I saw that turn quicker than Sean Longstaff. He's got to improve. He's been given a big opportunity today. You know, in from the off, go and do something. And he hasn't taken his opportunity as far as I'm concerned. Well, listen, we're 3-0 up. We can't really complain about anything, can we? Here is Emil Kraft to Jacob Murphy, who does well, spins off the Norwich guy. It's with Maxi now. Maxi, head up, gives it to Bruno. Bruno, oh, lovely little dummy there, but it's come back to Maxi. Maxi now breaking away again. He's got, this is Willock on the right-hand side. Newcastle again looking ominous when they come forward, it has to be said. Here's Maxi again, into Bruno. Bruno, he's got Emil Kraft in support. Kraft's got Jacob Murphy on the right-hand side. Murphy rolls it into Maxi, back to Kraft. Keeping nice control of the ball here, Newcastle. Maxi's chopped down from behind, and that'll be a free kick to the Toon. There you have it. That was a lovely little football from Newcastle. It has to be said there, guys. Nice little intricate play, one touches here and there. And Norwich are getting pissed off, you can tell. They started to just nip at the tackles a little bit, and they're not enjoying life at all. Man City now 5-1 up, by the way, against Watford. I did say when it went to 2-1, it could finish 6-1 or something like that. It's looking that way. Jesus has got a hat-trick. But a free kick to Newcastle United, which Bruno's going to take. He's going to swing this in. Norwich holding a very, very high line here, which can be risky at times. It's played all the way out, and we win a corner from it. I don't think he had any choice there, the Norwich defender. He just sort of... And I think one of the crowd just had a right go at him there, and he's had a word back to the crowd. Norwich fans getting upset. Oh, Delia will be choking on a bacon tray right now. Alan, thanks for another £10 super chat, mate. I did say a tenner a goal. More to come. How are the lads? Thank you so much for your kindness, Alan. Murphy's going to hit this as an in-swinger. He's put his arm up. Here he comes. Swings it in. It's a good one. And Tim Krul got there. I think Tim Krul got there just ahead of Joe Willock, but it's been given as a goal kick. Tim Krul demanding the ball very quickly. Mark says we look terrible in the first half. Now trying to do some sexy football. Hopefully a glimpse of what's to come. Yes, we are. It is sexy football. Norwich are making 2 changes. And they've got to. I mean, Dean Smith has no option here but to try and do something differently because they're getting overrun. They've offered nothing so far in this second half. It's been controlled by us. Let's hope it stays that way. Max Aarons has come on. He's obviously come back from injury. Max Aarons hasn't played a lot of football this season. And it's a young kid called Rowe, I think, is replacing Zimmerman. So, Norman's come off and Rowe comes on. Number 46. He's only a young kid, him. Dan says everyone here should watch YouTube and find the Byrne and Fraser interview. Yeah, we'll watch that afterwards. Over 1,000 watching now, guys. Thank you so much. Massive viewing figures. If you are enjoying it, please hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel if you're new. And you can donate, as so many kind people have done already today, by hitting that $sign at the bottom of the live comments. It's been a fantastic afternoon so far for Newcastle United. Controlling the game here in the second half. There is no doubt about that. Norwich clearly missing Sargent, says Dan Kane. Indeed, he really missing him today. Maxi now doing his James Brown. Oh, what a wonderful ball out to Joe Linton on the left-hand side. He's got Matt Targett overlapping. Joe Linton fancies a hit, and it's a good hit as well. And Tim Krul down to his left-hand side. Make sure he hangs onto it as well because there was players coming in for the rebound. But Joe Linton is... Well, he's smelling. He's smelling like a dog smelling a lamppost. A hat-trick. There is no doubt about that. Let's just hope that happens for him today. But we are so quick onto the ball. Norwich, they're getting the ball now. We're into them straight away, which we weren't really doing in the first half an hour of the match. But things have changed very, very much. Good header by Matt Targett. Again, defending well. That's a terrible touch from the Norwich midfielder, Sean Longstaff, now just slowing it down again. And he plays it out wide really well to Joe Linton. Joe Linton now, he's got Matt Targett in support behind him. That's all we need to do. Knock it about calmly and coolly and casually and enjoy the day. It's now back to Martin Dubravka. He's got Jamal Lascelles in support. He's now rolled it out to Emil Kraft. Kraft up the line to Murphy. Murphy plays a lovely little ball back to Emil Kraft. Kraft then stops, knocks it back to Willock. Willock in turn giving it back to Bruno. Bruno deep inside his own half here, head up, just finds Joe Willock. Nice simple passing from Newcastle United. Willock out to Kraft on the right-hand side. Kraft cuts then back in on his right foot. Lovely little ball across to Dan Burn to take the pressure off us. Big style there. Stephen Fraser, thank you so much for your £100 super chat. That is incredible. Thank you so much for your kindness, Stephen. It's really good to see you back on the channel as well, mate. And thank you so much for your kindness. Absolutely incredible. What can you say? What can you say? That is incredible. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate that, Stephen. And I hope you're well, buddy. Norwich have the ball on the left-hand side now with the man with the bun. He plays a nice ball down the line, but great defending across by Lascelles. He's really good at doing that, isn't he? The ball played down the channel, and Lascelles come in from the side and takes the ball away. Absolutely superb. Superb from Jamal Lascelles, that. Norwich now have the ball on the left-hand side, swung in across Dubravka's all day, and he catches it. Brilliant. You know what it is? I mean, the way we're, touch wood, but the way we're defending at the minute, you can't, you just can't see them scoring. They play this system where Timo Pukki is playing alone up front. Nothing is really happening for Norwich. They made the substitutions. It still hasn't sparked them into life. It's unbelievable. Darren says this is our reserves as well. Well, this is just a symbol of how much we've changed the way we play under Eddie Howe. It's a symbol of how much we've improved as a team under Eddie Howe. The discipline was shown here. Oh, lovely touch from by Joe Linton. And it sends Maxi away down the left-hand side now. Maxi with his head up. Beautiful ball inside to Joe Willock. Willock's got Bruno on one side. He's got Maxi on the other. Maxi, brilliant touch to Matt Targett. This could be 4. Oh, he's trying to dink it back to Joe Linton for the hat-trick. And it doesn't happen. He should have hit the shot. He really should. He should have took it himself and scored the 4th. But listen, I could see what he was trying to do there. Joe Linton was making a run for the near post, and Matt Targett tried to flick it back, but unfortunately the Norwich guy got in the way, and the chance is gone. But listen, that is superb. That is brilliant build-up play again from Newcastle. Dan says Eddie should pull Maxi. I'm so afraid he gets another yellow. Yeah, he's been a bit on the borderline. The Norwich fans, a lot of them have smiles on their faces. I just think that they've accepted it now, really, haven't they? The things haven't gone their way, but they are seeing a very different Newcastle United. These Norwich fans will watch Newcastle fail to win in the first 17 or 14 games, and think, right, we got a chance here. But the performance from Newcastle since around the half-hour mark has been brilliant. It really has. Bruno. Oh, how does he get turned in that position? But he's been fouled, but the referee plays on. Timo Pukki, I thought was offside there, but the flag hasn't gone up. Pukki pulls it back across. This is a chance. It's bobbling in the box. Lascelles sticks his big noggin on the way and it gets it out, and eventually... See, the offside flag's gone up there. Now, why not just put the bloody thing straight up? This offside rule is, who made this offside rule? Boris Johnson. It's ridiculous. Just put the bloody flag up, man. Really annoys me, that offside rule. It just stinks to high heaven. Leicester is still 0-0 with Aston Villa, by the way. The ball's with Lascelles now, floated out. Everybody could see that was offside. Even Pukki knew he was offside. And, it causes things to play to go on in the box, and people can get hurt that way. Well, never mind. Anyway, that's just my opinion on it. Foxy says, calm down, Paul. It's okay. No, the thing is, Foxy, what if we got an injury there? When we're trying to defend the ball, when the linesman's going to put his flag up anyway. And I know a lot of fans feel the same about that. It can easily get people injured. When he wins this time to let other people have a run out, yeah, I'd probably maybe bring Maxi off and put Dwight Gale on up front. I don't see any problem with doing that. But the problem is, I think it'll be Chris Wood that would come on anyway. Norwich have a throw in down the right by the left-hand corner flag here. But so far, they haven't really threatened us dangerously anyway. We seem to be very, very comfortable. It's with Dubravka now. He plays a short ball to Dan Burn. He's got to be careful. Norwich trying to press. Here's Joe Linton. Does very well again to hold the Norwich man off. Then loses the. I thought he was fouled there, actually. He tries to win the ball back, but here's a real opportunity for Norwich. And Pookie's put it wide. He's wanting the corner. I don't think that's going to happen. I think Dubravka saved that the way Pookie's going on. Let's have a look. I'm not so sure he got a touch on that, but if he did, it was a wonderful save. But the referee's given a goal kick anyway. Alexander, thanks for your £5 super chat, my man. Very kind. Isn't the offside rule just in case it leads to a goal that would have happened if the flag hadn't gone up? Yes, it is, but they need to revamp it a little bit. I think it's a bit all over the place at the minute. But hey-ho. Andy says, well done, Paul, on your channel, saying you go from strength to strength. The result for all your hard work and dedication. Thanks, Andy. Appreciate that. We have an injury at the minute. It's Big Joe. Holding his right foot at the minute. Hope that's not too serious. Foxy says, 1K watching, Paul. Congratulations. Proud of you, man. Thanks, Foxy. Thanks for being a big supporter of the channel as well. I know you're in the chat a lot, so thank you very much for that. Andrew says, good morning, Paul, from Melbourne, Australia. Here on a work trip and loving your coverage. Thanks, buddy. Andrew says, can we all have viewers hit the thumbs up, folks, please? Big numbers watching. Thanks, mate. Joe Linton's back on his feet. He's quite the unit, Joe Linton, and he's built like a brick poo house. Just showing his second goal, his first goal again here. Wow, what a hit that was. He got so much whip and curl on that ball on the first goal. And then the second one here, we're seeing Jacob Murphy running through. Hanley came over, but it falls to Joe Linton, and he tucks it in the net quite nicely. And Joe Linton has, in fact, been replaced, guys. Miggy Almiron has replaced him. So not taking any chances on Joe's fitness. It's not going to be a hat-trick, unfortunately, for Joe Linton. But Miggy has now replaced him. Paul, what do you think of Pookie coming in to be a Magpie? I don't know, Dan, to be honest, mate. I'm not sure. It's one of them things. Joe Linton's not upset about coming off, by the way. He's got a big smile on his face, and rightly so. It's not going to be the hat-trick he wanted, but at the same time, he's performed absolutely brilliantly. Just managed to tune in, been to soft play. Well, you've missed a very interesting game of football. That's a certainty. Shuley Howe's got to be in the running for manager of the season, a team that was said to be relegated by almost everyone. He has turned us around like nobody could have. Yeah, could have predicted. Absolutely. Love this channel. Miggy, 2 goals. Well, let's just say it could be interesting. Now, here's Emil Kraft bombing down the right-hand side. Just stops and turns at the halfway line, rolls it back to Miggy. Miggy plays it into Bruno. Bruno back to Maxi. Lovely little 1-2s. Bruno's played a little ball down the channel now to Joe Willock. Fantastic football from Newcastle. Here's Almiron. Maximan. Little 1-2 with Willock. Plays it back to Miggy. Miggy's got support from Jamal Lascelles, and he's just going to slow it down by knocking it back to Dubravka. Listen, we're not in for it. We're not going to take any real chances now, are we? 3-0 up in the game, but hey-ho, that's just the way it goes. It's fantastic. Dan Byrne has the ball now, just slowing it right down into Sean Longstaff. I don't like him hanging around on the ball. I just don't have any confidence in him. That's a Newcastle throw in. And as time ticks on, guys, the more Norwich are going to get downhearted. You know, they're going to think, wow, it's just the way it goes in football, isn't it, unfortunately? Please do hit that like button, guys. Nearly 1,200 watching, which is incredible. Thank you so much. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe if you're new. Norwich have it at the minute now, just knocking it around the back four and eventually goes all the way back to Tim Krul. We can put up with that every day of the week, guys. Played out to the left-hand side. The play it down the line. That's nice football from Norwich. But again, Lascelles steps across. Dan, yes, mate. Again, I did thank you earlier on in the show for giving me the opportunity to broadcast, so thank you very much again. That's a terrible ball in, all the way back to Martin Dubravka. They can't cut through us, guys. They just cannot cut through us at the minute. They've played balls over the top. They're trying to go down the channels. The fullbacks have been superb. Well, that's a foul. Pookie should be booked for that. He pulled his shirt. How is Pookie not being booked for that? Stanburn turns him to go back towards Dubravka. It's a pull on the shirt, and it should have been a yellow card. But there you go. Julie says, match of the day. Don't you dare try and shove us on last tonight. Exactly. Should be first. Well, maybe he's not the first half an hour of the game, but after that, without a shadow of a doubt. Finally home to a nice surprise from the boys. Great coverage, Paul. So it's Paul Tully. Thank you very much. I think Newcastle are sort of just trying to see the game out now. And why not? You know, they've played very great defender again by Emil Kraft. The ball bouncing around, but he stayed on it all the way there. Here's Miggy. He's got Bruno in support. Bruno again just calms it all down and sends the ball back to Martin Dubravka. Now just a short ball to Lascelles. Inside to Miggy Almiron. Almiron's got plays it nicely back actually to Dubravka. Maxi wins the header in the air and is fouled. So Newcastle get the free kick. And of course, all they're going to do is just slow the player down here, waste a couple more minutes, and Bob's your uncle and Fanny's your aunt. Maxi's still looking as if he's interested here. He definitely will want a goal. I think he's played well today, Maxi. There's no doubt about it. He's had a better game again, and we're seeing improvements in Maxi now, week in, week out. So hopefully, you know, I just want to see him bag a couple of goals. I really do. Cannot wait to see Bruno and Trips together as one. That would be awesome, won't it? Peter Griffiths, thanks for your £2 super chat. Here come Newcastle again. It's cleared away from Norwich for a throw in. Thank you for your £2 super chat, mate. Onwards and upwards, Paul. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Another great weekend from us Toon fans. Long may it continue. How are the lads, Cezanne? Indeed. Absolutely. It's crazy, isn't it? You know, the first half of the season, we hated weekends. They were never very good because we always lost. But now, we cannot wait to see where this club is going now. And, you know, who's to say we can't give Liverpool and Man City a game? I mean, when I was down at Anfield, you know, we gave them a game, and there were some very dodgy refereeing decisions in that game, let's not forget. We could have had a penalty, which could have put us ahead in the game again. It could have been a different story. But we're playing with so much confidence and discipline at the minute. You know, I'm not saying we're going to beat Liverpool or Man City by any stretch of the imagination. But what I'm saying is we can compete with them now. And that's something that we couldn't say earlier. Don't foul him. Don't foul him. Just Pookie on the edge of the box. Plays it nicely out wide to Max Aarons. Aarons' first touch was dreadful, which enabled Murphy to get back and flick it out for the throw-in. And thank you very much for your 79 pence super chat. Very, very kind of you. Really appreciate that. Stephen Fraser as well as your super chat. Thank you very much for 4 months subscription to become a member, mate. That is so kind. Always said how could only polish a turd so much. He has made the Midas touch. He's turned a turd into a golden nugget. Exactly. He definitely has. Thank you very much for the 4-month membership as well, mate. That is unbelievable, Stephen. Norwich have the ball here. I think we just need to see out the next sort of 6-7 minutes. Norwich will still believe they can get back into the game if they get a goal back. It's pulled back here. They have an opportunity now. Pookie goes down. He's still fighting for the ball, Timo Pukki. And Gomes is absolutely chopped down by Rowe, and that's going to be a free kick to Newcastle in their own box. Norwich calling for a penalty there on Pukki. Never in a million bloody years was that a penalty. But I like, you know, the good defending again, just standing up to Pukki, not letting them do anything, and then you go. The home crowd will have a massive part to play against Liverpool, the 12th man or person for the PC Brigade, exactly. The difference with now and Bruce's day is we are now a team. Yeah. Jacob Murphy's coming off, guys. Getting a nice ovation from the Norwich crowd as well. And Matt Ritchie is making a return to the first 11. Haven't seen Matt Ritchie for a long time, but obviously he's given players opportunities now, isn't he? You know, Matt Ritchie coming on. And one thing he'll give us is determination and steely kind of play for the last 15 minutes of this game. It's a free kick to Newcastle anyway, which Dubravka will take in his own box. Wood must be crapping himself with only 2 goals and Big Joe 2 goals in one half. Yeah, yeah. I mean, you can ask the question, the goals that Joe Linton scored. I mean, Chris Wood doesn't make them kind of runs, does he? He doesn't pop up in them positions. And we've said it many times, but listen, they're different players at the end of the day. Joe Linton's confidence has just gone from strength to strength this season. He's looked so much more at home where he plays now. And we've got Norwich City to thank for that. And, of course, also Kieran Clark for getting sent off against Norwich at St James's Park. Because if it wasn't for that, Joe was put back into the midfield that game and he's never left it. So, brilliant. Norwich certainly having a bit more of the ball here. I think Newcastle are just trying to see this game out. Dan Burn again. Brilliant defending, full stretch. That's lovely football from Newcastle to play out the defence. It's now at the right-hand side and Matt Ritchie has the ball. Ritchie then goes back to Bruno. Bruno's got Maxi. Back to Bruno. And now Miggy. He'll play it out left. Surely Matt Target in a lot of space. Dan Burn doesn't use him though. Comes back to Bruno. Simply ships it back to Jamal Lascelles. Newcastle are just holding on to the ball here. They're in no hurry to play it forward. The movement is good. They're just basically playing the game out. I'm sometimes not so sure about it, but when we've got players now like Bruno, etc., it's different kettle of fish these days. Bruno, oh, what a ball! That is outside the outside of his boot. Matt Ritchie, he's taking it down well. Ritchie needs some support up with him. He's got it now from Maxi. St Maximum now fancies a run at them. It's gone wide to Ritchie again. Ritchie cuts back onto his left foot, sends the ball right across. It's gone over Miggy's head, but it comes to Joe Willock. Miggy then takes the ball off him, plays it into Matt Target. Target now. Willock, again, just slowing the pace down again. It's gone to Longstaff. Again, his first touch is awful, but we managed to hold on to the ball, and Miggy's pulled back, and it's a free kick. Guys, I'm sorry, but, Sean Longstaff's had a big opportunity today, and there's just something not clicking with him. It's a shame as well, but, he's when you look at the likes of Maxi and Bruno and Miggy running around, he's not with it. They're a class apart. Here's Matt Ritchie into Maxi, back to Ritchie. Ritchie then into Emil Kraft. He will turn back and simply knock it back to Jamal Lascelles, who then goes back to Dubravka. Again, just simple passing around the back, seeing this game out. And it, Newcastle just holding possession now. They're just playing the game out, but they're still wanting goals, you can tell, because you've got attacking players still on the field. And here's one of them in Maxi. Little chop of the ball there. Miggy plays a beautiful ball through to Willock. Willock in the box now. Goes for the near post, and Tim Krul was almost caught out there. Almost caught out. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. You can see what Willock was trying to do there because Tim Krul was of the assumption that he was going to go across goal. So Willock tried a little toe poke to the near post and it very, very nearly came off. Fantastic stuff. But Tim Krul, credit to him, he read it well. Matt Ritchie wins a free kick to Newcastle United. Listen, no channel's better than any other, Alfie. We just do our own thing, mate, at the end of the day. And the guys at Newcastle Fans TV do a great job as well. But thank you to everybody that's deciding to go with the Toon review. I really do appreciate that. And like I said, if you are enjoying it, please hit the thumbs up button and also subscribe if you're new and hit that notification bell so you don't miss anything that comes out from us. You'll be notified of upcoming live streams and, of course, when videos are also released. So thank you very much for becoming subscribers. And you can join as well. And you can obviously donate to the channel by hitting the super chat button at the bottom of the live comments, that little $sign. Here's Maxi again, bursting forward, chops inside. He could have given that to Emil Kraft first time, but he doesn't. He goes out wide this time to Matt Ritchie. Ritchie cuts back in on his left foot. He's going to send the ball into the box, and a little flick by Joe Willock. Tried to flick it down to Maxi, but it didn't quite come off. Now Norwich breaking here with Rowe. He's got Pookie in support. It's a good ball to Pookie. He's been forced quite wide. Dan Burns come over to cover him. Pookie trying to get it back onto that right foot, but of course There is no way Big Dan Burn is going to let that happen. And then Matt Ritchie slams a ball into the shins of him, and it goes right out towards, and good defending by Emil Kraft to win a throw-in. Brilliant stuff. Mick Lingard, thank you very much for your £10 super chat, my friend. Great channel. Keep up the good work. We will continue to do so, Mick. No problem at all. Thank you so much. Dean Smith looking a bit fed up now. I don't think he's got any more in his locker to try and change anything, to be honest. 80 minutes gone. There will be some injury time. I wouldn't say a lot, but never mind. Jason says, your commentary is first class, Paul. Pro job, mate. Thank you so much. Matt Ritchie stumbles on the ball, but still managed to get it back to Kraft, and he wins the throw-in again. Newcastle, they just look like they're toying around a bit, but in a professional way, if you know what I mean. They're not taking the mickey. They're just doing a professional job here, seeing the game out. Longstaff, that's a very good ball, actually, across to Matt Targett on the left-hand side in a lot of space. Targett is belting forward now. Miggy's up there in support. Maxie's dropped back. Here is Maxie now. And again, Maxie just keeping the ball, holding it, just lays it off to Bruno. Bruno now, he goes across the field. What a ball that is to Matt Ritchie. Absolutely sublime pass. And he's Longstaff back to Ritchie. Ritchie then inside to Bruno again. Bruno just holding them off, giving it to Matt Ritchie, who then pokes it back to Lascelles. Lascelles then, well, that's got to be a free kick, referee. Apparently not, says the referee. Sean Longstaff went down, but he's done that a few times in this game. He's just fell over for no apparent reason. Diane says, watching from Canada, used to live in Newcastle. Hi, Diane. Hope you're well. Norwich have the ball now in the centre of the park, but they look deflated, to be honest. They really do look deflated. I mean, the 3-0 down now. They're facing relegation. And to be fair, from the 30th minute onwards, they've been absolutely overrun. We have stepped it up incredibly well. We got that first goal, and then it's just gone from high and high and high and high, and it's just incredible. But again, Norwich knocking this ball around about 20 yards out from the Newcastle goal. They can't get through us. It's incredible how disciplined we stay now in defence. Very, very hard team to break down. They get the ball and the head goes up, and all they see is at the minute a black and gold wall, and there's not much chance of them getting round us. They've won a corner here. Good defending again by Emil Kraft. Fantastic stuff from Kraft again. He's had a brilliant game again, guys. He really has. I couldn't find a link out here in Southeast Asia. Normally no problem, but your commentary has been class. Cheers, Paul. My 3-0 prediction looking solid. 9th? Did I just say 9th? Yes, you did. You did, Neil. 9th. Incredible, isn't it? Let's roll on. Let's keep rolling. Anyway, here comes the corner for Norwich. It's a short one, but it's headed away well by the captain, Jamal Lascelles, who has had a good game today, I have to say. Him and Dan Burn have looked very, very strong as well. So, you can tell that Eddie Howe is working on these players, and there is no doubt about that. Oh, that's a terrible touch from Longstaff. I mean, all he had to do was roll it into Bruno, and he's lost it again, putting Norwich on the attack. If there's one downside of today, guys, it's him. I'm sorry. Long ball played in. Dubravka handles it well. He just had to roll the ball to Bruno, and he rolled it straight to a Norwich player. He's blew his chance today. He's blew his chance. He had a real chance to give Eddie Howe something to think about, and he's just not done it. Here's Maxi now. Again on another dribble. Left-hand side, completely unmarked is Miggy. Miggy now head up, and he bombs down the left-hand side. Just on the edge of the box now. He's got Maxi in support. Bruno comes in. I'm not sure what... the pass from Miggy was not good there. It was like a hospital ball. NUFC TV says, new contract, my arse. Yeah, listen, he's not good enough. He isn't good enough. And like I say, if there's been one little downside to today, it's his performance. I don't think he's done well at all. He's given the ball away numerous times. He's lost the ball numerous times. He's fallen over numerous times. It's sad. It's sad. But listen, Norwich are just playing around with it in Newcastle's half here. And again, they keep looking up, but they just cannot win the ball. They cannot win the ball. And it's a totally different team to what we've seen in the past for Newcastle. The discipline is incredible. You know, they step up when they have to. But Norwich will want to score a goal. They'll be pressing to try and score a goal in these last 5 or 6 minutes just to try and get one on the board. But then again, it comes to the final ball. That's a beautiful ball over the top for Maxi. So Maxi's got to get around 2 Norwich players. He skips inside. He's on his left foot. He plays it in. Oh, so unlucky. Joe Willock had made ground up, and Maxi just pulled the ball back for Joe Willock, and it was slightly behind him. And, of course, Norwich then clear the ball away. But that's what we can do now because Norwich are pressing and trying to get a goal back. We can just knock the ball over the top now for Maxi to run onto. Now we're all back grouped as the defenders again. 85 minutes gone, guys. 3-0 to Newcastle. It's been a resolute performance. 2 goals from Joe Linton, 1 from Bruno. Really just made up for them today. The first half hour was a half hour to forget. But that's how football works. You know, you can get a really dull half an hour of football and then the game comes to life. You know, somebody scores a goal and the game just blows up. And that's exactly what's happened here today. The first goal that went in for Joe Linton and then it blows up. Andrew Cross, thank you for your £1.79 super chat, mate. Very, very kind. We could have been 6-0 up. Yeah, it could have been anything. Dwight Gale's going to get a run out, guys. He's coming on now. And it's Bruno to come off. And once again, fantastic ovation from the Newcastle United fans. He just loves it, doesn't he? He's had a wonderful game again, Bruno. Some of his passing has been absolutely exquisite. World class. And of course, he's topped it off with a beautiful goal after Tim Krul's error. But he comes off. Big handshakes from Jason Tyndall and Eddie Howe. And on comes Dwight Gale. I'd like to see Dwight Gale score, to be honest. Donna Rutter, thank you very much for your £2.49 super sticker. Thank you for your donation to the channel. Very, very kind. Emil Kraft's got a throw in here midway, well, right on the halfway line. It'd be nice to see Dwight Gale get a goal. And of course, he did in the friendlies against Norwich City. He started the game by getting absolutely poleaxed. Of course, the friendlies at the start of the year, when we beat Norwich at home, Dwight Gale got a couple of goals for himself. But of course, Newcastle United just not in any hurry to take this free kick here, and rightly so. 87 minutes gone. We're 3-0 up. The game is pretty well dead and buried. But it'd be nice to get a fourth. Matt Ritchie's going to curl this right to the back post where Jamal Lascelles jumps up for it. Doesn't quite reach it. Dan Burns sprinting into the corner to try and get there. And he pulls the Norwich player back. Dan Burn with a big smile on his face. Thomas Forster, thank you for your £5 super chat. He's put, how are the lads? Thank you for your kindness, my friend. Sounds of Bruno going around Carrow Road, and a lot of yellow empty seats now, guys, at Carrow Road. There is a lot of empty seats. Gary Toole, thank you for your £3 super sticker, my friend. Thank you for your donation to the channel. Norwich now just knocking it around the middle of the park, but we're still closing them down. Still at it. Great defending again there by Emil Kraft. It comes out a row, maybe a shooting opportunity. He puts it out wide. It's inside to Pookie now in the box for Norwich. He will still give it his all. Lovely little turn. But again, Emil Kraft staying right on him, and he has to lay the ball off. Cross comes in. It's a good cross. The Norwich player went flying through the air. He's claiming he was pushed. I'm not sure whether VAR will have a look at that or not, but he seemed to go through the air like Superman. John Joe, thanks for your £1.79 again, mate. Get Maxi off, put Wood on. Time to try 2 up front. Have we got another substitution available? No, I don't think we have. Because Miggy, Ritchie, and Gale are on now, so we haven't got another substitute, unfortunately. Norwich desperately trying to push forward to try and get a goal. It's just not happened for them today. And, well, I'm not too upset about that. Oh, Maxey just overhits that one for Joe Willock, and he's not going to be able to keep that in. Again, Joe Willock looks so frustrated. His socks are down around his ankles. It was a completely overhit ball because I think had he got there, that was a goal. He was clean in on goal. But the amount of Norwich fans now leaving the stadium is a bit embarrassing, to be honest. There's so many empty seats in Carrow Road. But again, you know, what do you do if you're a Norwich fan? You know, it's one season promotion, one season relegation. It's crazy when you think about it. Absolutely crazy. But we're in the 90th minute now. We'll see how much injury time now we're going to get. I can't imagine they'll be too long. I can't remember any physios being on the pitch, to be honest. Once for Joe Linton and then the goal. So, I don't, 2 minutes maybe added on time. 3 minutes. 3 minutes added on time, which I think is a lot, to be honest. But there you go. I don't remember any major stoppages in the game. But listen, Norwich aren't going to get 3 goals in 3 minutes. That's just not going to happen. It's going to be another fantastic victory for Newcastle. They'll need a stretcher for Maxey at the end. Listen, he's played well. He has played well. He was unlucky with the shot that was straight at Tim Krul earlier in this half. He's done some good things in this game. He's done some really good things. So, amazing commentary, Paul. Absolute top notch, man. Keep it up. You're the number one NUFC YouTube channel. Thanks, Richard. I appreciate that, mate. The thing is, like I said, the only negative, if you can say, for this game today is Sean Longstaff. I don't think he's taken his opportunity as well as the other guys that have come in. Lascelles has done very well. You have to say Willock's played very, very well. These guys have taken their chances, but not Sean Longstaff. He's been poor with his distribution. He's lost the ball on numerous occasions. But listen, we know he's not good enough. I'm not going to go on about it. It's just the fact that I think he'll be away. I don't see the point in a new contract for him next season. Oh, deflected shot from Willock and a brilliant save from Tim Krul. That looked like it was going to loop over his head. He did really well to get to that. And that would have destroyed Norwich City's confidence 100% there. Not. Miggy's going to have a thunder. No, he plays it through to Willock. Willock again. He's got an overlap in Miggy. Here's Miggy. Can he do it? Oh, he's hit the side netting. Oh. Get a cow to lick my toenails. What a chance to make that 4-0. I think he went to blast the ball in the roof of the net. That's all he did there. And, brilliant play by Joe Willock again. It's just showing the shot here. He curls it. It hits Hanley, I think. Deflects the other way. That's a very good save from Tim Krul, to his credit. But we're in the last minute now. This game's over and done with. It's gone now. James, thank you for your £5 super sticker, my friend. Very, very kind of you. Thank you to everybody that's donated this afternoon. You're absolute legends. Thank you so much. Norwich just knocking it around at the back now. They know this game's over just as much as we all do. Superb disciplined performance, second half from Newcastle. We've been outstanding. We've been outstanding from around the 30th minute forward, to be honest. We really have. The 93 minutes are up now, so Norwich just pressing here to try and get one on the board. But Dubravka, you will know, will want a clean sheet. I don't know where all this added time's coming from. And there's a shot from Rowe, but it's straight into the arms of Martin Dubravka. And that is it. It is all over. The fat lady has sang, "Oh, we have won by 3-0." Eddie is looking well pleased. The bench are looking well pleased. Those guys that didn't play today, of course, the likes of Cher, Shelby, and others. But there's the man, Joe Linton. What a performance from him today. He's saying a prayer up to the gods there. Thank you for those 2 goals. How can you not love Joe Linton now? The comeback that man has made is simply just incredible. He's just bounced back from a world of hurt when he first signed, including myself, including a lot of people, give him a lot of stick. But what an absolute gem of a man to come back and do what he's done for Newcastle United. He is an absolute star, and you know, credit to him because he's worked his arse off to get where he is now. There's no doubt about that. And a 3-0 win. I mean, we didn't really think for 1 second it would be 3-0 win today, but it has been. Shaking hands with everybody. Bruno looking happy as well. And then they'll go over and get the rapturous applause from the Newcastle United fans, which they fully deserve. Been an incredible performance, from, like I say, from the 30th minute onwards. Just absolutely wonderful. But guys, that sums up the watch along for today. I hope you've enjoyed the commentary. I certainly have enjoyed doing it, especially with the performance today. But join us in around an hour and 5 minutes time, an hour and 10 minutes, where me, Billy, Danielle, and Stato will be back at 6 p.m. for the match reaction. So please do join us for that. We'll pick the bones out of the game. It'll be a joyful show again, celebrating another Newcastle United victory. But as usual, guys, if you have enjoyed the show, please hit that like button and let YouTube know something good is going on this channel. If you're new, please do hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, which will let you know when we go live or we publish a recording. So been a marvelous afternoon. Thank you to all the super chatters today. Your kindness is incredible. And we will see you in about an hour for the review. So don't forget to join us then. But until then, guys, brilliant performance. How are the lads?